I really love my mom. She's such a great lady. Woo! Sandwiches when I was growing up. She would put Vegemite in them. Welcome to the show.
Doink, 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 doink.
I'm not going to do that, but I could. Just saying, I'm equipped. Welcome to the Patreon show, which is not a podcast. It's something different, and you're here, and welcome to the thing. And sorry that we're late, but we had a lot of stuff that we did this morning. We had a jiu-jitsu tournament. Mm-hmm. So the jiu-jitsu tournament went longer than it didn't actually go longer than expected. It didn't go very long at all.
Yeah, you guys are in for a treat next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a podcast.
Are we able to share with people in some way, shape, or form on the Patreon today, as we said we might?
Well, we don't have. I thought you guys were going to be filming it on like iPhones that you could.
Yeah, well, I thought
to
that's why thought I was gonna have a backup filmer for this that was gonna film on a phone, but he did not show up in time, so we just did the GoPros.
I see.
So, I'm not sure how we could do that.
We can reenact it.
Jason, I believe you have a little bit of behind-the-scenes footage on your personal cell phone that we could maybe share with people.
Yeah, I guess because
that's true. You could airdrop it to me. I mean, it's spoilery. Who fucking cares, right?
Yeah, I think Patreon people deserve that, but I also think
more like insider information, behind the scenes, never before seen exclusive.
You're gonna get some insider trading.
Should I email it?
Oh no, you can just airdrop it to me.
Oh wait, well, where's your thing?
Here, I can show you. So that's the video, airdrop, and let's see, my shit'll pop up.
I don't see your shit. See what I'm saying?
I'm still figuring out. You got to show me again how to get the videos for the podcast.
Oh, you don't know how to do it?
I did it. I did it once or twice, and then I forgot how to do it, and now I can do them on Twitter.
Yeah, but
I can't figure out how to do it again on Instagram.
I have. Just send you the videos?
They do send me the videos, but I can't
figure. Do you want me to just send them to you like
how to post it?
Look, I could just text you the videos so you can post them.
That'd be great.
Yeah. You don't have to take it from anywhere.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm not showing up. Tully, you're showing up. Your MacBook is showing up. My MacBook, which is discoverable.
Airdrop it to me, and then I'll email it to you.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's never give up, you guys. You know? Just keep on going. So, the tournament it wasn't that exciting. I mean, there was a back and forth. There was, there was definitely some grappling. There was some MMA that was displayed. Some double legs and single legs and sprawls and guillotine chokes, and in the end, the rear naked. You fix it?
You should have it.
Yeah, I believe I have it.
All right. So, but after it all, Kevin got really tired and started to feel sick and seemed like he couldn't calm down. Seemed like a little bit, he was starting to get panicky. Felt like he was going to vomit or faint and stripped down to his underwear. And then I put him on the balcony and gave him a liquid death.
Yeah.
And that seemed to help him a little bit. But I do have video of him gray in the face. So he was just on the balcony in his underwear, gray as hell.
It fucked me up.
Yeah, and it was 2 minutes of grappling.
2 minutes.
And grappling with me.
Yeah. But you are stronger, Michael. You had a good base. You held him down.
Thank you.
He couldn't get up.
I fought.
You did.
I gave it my all. I tried.
I saw him. He tried. He went like, I'm going to go this way. And you were like, no, you're not. And he was like, well, then I'll try and go that way. And you were like, nope. And he was like, ah, fuck.
What little I had to give, I gave.
Yeah.
And it cost me. I suffered.
Yeah.
I suffered. I got all rashy. I was sweaty. You said I lost all my color.
Yeah. It's been a tough day for you.
It's all right.
Yeah,
you get to fucking
Michael
tell
started
jokes.
cutting onions as well.
That sucked. That was not a fun way to end the podcast you guys are going to hear next week. But
I've added insult to injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no more chicanery up my sleeve.
We all take our time in the barrel.
I just thought you looked that pasty from that workout there. I thought maybe Michael doing the onion thing and you vomiting could make something. You just seem unfit.
Yeah, I thought you needed to get the lettuce out, so to speak.
We did plan on cutting the onions as a bit we were going to do on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. And that morning, I did prepare by overeating. So, onions always trigger my gag reflex and make me vomit. And I wanted to make sure there was a lot to come up.
Okay.
And I did not do that today.
Okay.
So if I knew it was coming, I would have carb loaded.
So you did not get your comeuppance.
Yes.
So did you get the
Okay,
video?
Yep, just came through.
Yeah.
All right, just give me a few seconds to download this bitch, and then we can share it with our Patreon friends.
Yes, I'm not sure if the camera... I think it does. I think it gives up enough... You got enough light, enough film to see what color he is. I start filming Tully, and Tully's definitely a different color.
Okay.
So you can tell that...
I'm an olive Irish guy. I don't know how that happened.
I just think it's because Kevin was really pasty. Because he doesn't look pastier than you now. He just really did then.
Yeah. But in general, right? Like our...
Yeah,
you're more tan than him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fucking blackhead, dude, and he's... he's got...
I'm half a ginger, pretty much.
Yeah, you're kind of... You got that pasty.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Yep, it's pulled up.
Let's
Got-
do it.
Oh, is it? Okay, here we go. I hope the audio plays. I'm not hearing audio.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
It says it's muted.
I know, because I have the well, there's my gross ass.
It's not gross. God, you're so mean to yourself. But I don't know if you can tell what color he looks like. He's definitely a bit white.
You barely have any belly.
Yeah, you don't... To say...
It's hanging over my penis.
He was saying earlier on the podcast, everybody, that he thinks that he's grosser than Bert Kreischer with his shirt off. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, looking at it from this angle, I may have to rescind.
Yeah, because Tully was saying that he'd rather have sex with Bert Kreischer.
I would. I actually would. I truly would.
I think that's just because you're in love with Bert.
It's okay. His personality obviously goes a long way. Anybody's does. But putting aside reputation, if we were just at some, Mexican resort somewhere, and I just ended up meeting Kevin and Bert at the bar in the pool where you walk up and get drinks.
The shish kebab.
I'm sure if I went back to anybody's room, it would be Bert's, not Kevin's.
But you're basing that off the conversation that you had at the bar.
Total package.
Yeah.
Total package.
Now, I get that. I've let... whatever. You know what? No, fuck off. I don't get weird
The final
about
frame.
gay shit or whatever, but the... Man, give me a photo of
Just
that.
fuck my life. No!
You look like you're heavily into yoga, though, kind of. You seem like a hippie.
I look like I'm heavily into chai tea.
Yeah. But
you
not a
look
big
like-
fat dude.
No, you look like you're becoming one with something.
Yeah. You look like you might have worked out. You look like you could be into fitness. You don't look fat, dude.
You do look a little bald.
Oh.
At that exact angle. You got your
Yeah,
head
that's
tilted back and
He
the
looks
sun coming through. Your hair has always been
He looks
fair,
great.
thin hair. You look great.
Yep.
You look great.
But what about, because now we're saying that, yes, Bert Kreischer is more charismatic than Kevin, but the original argument is, who is more attractive? And I believe Kevin leaps and bounds over Bert Kreischer.
Maybe I'm a little bit into Bert.
You gotta be, man, because
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird that you're doing this to Kevin and he's your friend. Bert's your friend too, but
Yeah. I'm just
I mean,
being
Kevin.
honest.
Bert. See, this is the thing where Kevin
I'd
tried
rather
to get me.
fuck Bert than me.
See, that's wrong.
get it.
I'd rather fuck me than Bert.
Yeah, I think Bert is funnier than all of us.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Bert is attractive. I think Bert is very charismatic as a guy that can have sex with other men. I don't. He's so far off my list. It's insane, and it's not because he's vulgar.
Yeah.
Like as in repulsive to look at. I don't think he's repulsive to look at. I just think he's. That look is like I don't see any attractive value. Man,
Well,
it's like the podcast. At one point, I felt like I was trying to make Kevin feel better, and I'm like, I don't want anybody to play this podcast where I'm just explaining how I find Bert Kreischer to be off-putting in any way because he's not. He's
No.
actually kind of a weird fat guy that I wouldn't feel gross about touching his belly. He's kind of like a
That's what I'm
teddy
saying.
bear belly. Like I wouldn't be like, big fat guy on me. I'd be like, he's a nice cuddly guy.
Like if I woke up tomorrow in the body of a heterosexual woman, Bert's not the first guy I would want to fuck, but Bert's the kind of guy I would want to marry.
Yeah.
And that would involve a sex life.
Yeah, okay.
And I feel I want to be married to Bert Kreischer more than I want to be married to
Right,
Kevin.
and as a guy,
For sure.
you see
Total
yourself
total package.
You see yourself as a single woman in this scenario, and I see myself as a man
Yeah.
who's just looking for sex
Right.
in this scenario. So that's why my answer's different.
Yeah.
So it's night and day because I don't want to marry Bert. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to fucking. I gotta go. But if I have to fuck any of you, you've got to be joking me. One's like young and slightly in shape, and he's not like stinky or hairy or anything, like depending what you're into. And he's got a nice face. Like he doesn't have any weird. I'd be like, your hair's kind of thin at the top a bit, but it's not. It's not a deal. You're fucking 40. Like you're 40, right? Or almost.
38.
That's right. So whatever, same thing. You're in
Yeah.
the pocket. You're not like you're really a lot better looking than you definitely make yourself out to be on the airwaves. But in real life, even I still think that you shit on yourself in an unhealthy manner. I believe it's
Yeah.
because you have a nice face. There's nothing bad with your teeth. There's nothing bad with your lips. You got a jawline. You've got a chin. You got a fucking straight nose. Both your eyes are fucking sweet. They're blue eyes. Chicks like big blue eyes. Your eyebrows are great. Your forehead's normal. You don't have a giant forehead. Your fucking ears are normal. What, dude? On the scale
I just
of
like
normal
going through
people,
the checklist.
on normal people, one of those things is gone. Like already, if we go head to head, your nose is straight. Mine's fucked up. Mine is fucking weird.
See, I don't see the
Your
nose thing
forehead
that you
is
get hung
fucking
up
clear.
on.
Mine's like blistered up and wrinkled. You're already beating me. And your fat body, like your bitch tits, it's just not really fat. You know, you're still, what are you, like 170 pounds, like 160?
Like I hover between 160, 165. Yeah.
And
So
you're, what are you, like
there's-
5'10"?
Yeah, between 5'9", 5'10". I definitely like to do the self-deprecating humor.
Yeah. But I'm saying off
and then
the
there's,
air.
But then there's also stuff where I feel like I'm not being particularly hard on myself. I feel like I'm just being realistic. Like I'll admit where I feel I have strengths, and I'll also admit where I feel like I have weaknesses, and I feel like that's a quality a lot of people should have. But sometimes I get the impression sometimes I take it a little too far when I'm goofing on myself and make people uncomfortable. And I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to do that.
I don't know if it makes people uncomfortable. I just think from my experiences in my life where I have put myself down, I kind of accidentally got myself in little ruts in life where us together, we're a team. I want you to succeed as much as me. If you don't succeed, I don't succeed. And every now and then when I catch you say things, I do. It's like I have the fucking antidote and you just don't want to take it. Like I'm like, I swear to you, Kevin, if you don't say this about yourself and you say this other thing about yourself instead, you're going to have a better day, a better life, things are going to be better for you. Because it is, you can't say you suck too much. I find, I'm battling it with more than ever right now. I didn't get re-signed. Why didn't you get re-signed? You're obviously not as good as Howard Stern because he got hundreds of millions of dollars and totally re-signed and you didn't, which means you're not that good, dude. But I can't go around doing that to myself. I can't. I'll find a way. Maybe they don't know. Maybe I'm fucking smarter than them and maybe this show is about to jump up bigger than it's ever been. So whether it's real or not, because right now I'm in the pocket of either one could be true. But I choose that we're about to step into like a really big show. This is going to be a giant thing where I don't care to fuck off anybody, but you do need to suck a butt when this show has 1 million downloads an episode and we're fucking living large. Everybody that didn't re-sign us does need to suck my anus.
There's for sure the thought that like if this ends up working out better than we had even expected and like
It's going to.
Not only like Sirius looks at it like, man, we just had to cut those guys loose, and then there's like, oh wow, we were actually holding those fucking guys back.
Yep.
Holy shit!
No, that's exactly what happened.
Because we still got friends and people that we love working there. I don't wish anything bad on them.
Yep. Me neither. Not one person there.
Yeah.
Just that one guy.
So I changed my mind. So I'm with Michael. That one guy can fuck right off.
That
No,
one
I really
janitor was
don't.
a dickhead.
I fucking don't hate anybody there. Like, do I care to go to dinner with some people that are there again? No, I don't. But like hatred towards somebody, not at all.
Well,
I just want to be okay, and I hope that they're all okay.
Sure. Particularly, I don't know how much people would really understand this. There were some executives towards the very end in Los Angeles, but for the most part and for the most of the time, all of the bosses were in New York. So like my experience of going to work every day was just dealing with other people who do shows in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and Will.
And yeah, exactly. Like so,
Will was our boss, and Will
exactly
was not really bossing us around.
No, right. So when I think of working at Sirius, obviously the bosses come to mind, but those are people I would talk to like once a year.
Yeah.
When I think about working at Sirius, I think about our friends who worked in the office with us.
I was talking to him way more than you were, and I was talking to him about 6 times a year. Which was, you know.
Yeah.
Now looking back at it, because in the end they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized, oh, wow, you really had some power at one point. Because, like, the biggest dude in the company would call you back at a blink of an eye. Be on there. What do you need? What's going on? I'm like, man, I really took that for granted, that era. Because I always remember Will explaining to me, the boss, and I'd never heard anybody talk about somebody else in such a manner. Well, I was like, it sounded like Darth Vader was going to call me today. You know, like he sounded like this all-powerful deal-breaking, like, and potentially grumpy, like, make sure you don't say this, make sure you don't do this. And I was like, whoa, like all these things you got to do? And then I remember taking a piss next to him in the urinal in New York, and I just started...
Did you peek at his penis?
I did not. I don't do that, dude. I never do that. I don't know. I've always thought... Because I got peripherals, I usually will be like... I don't know if this makes me even gay or not, but I go, don't use them. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, look at your fucking... Your dick, get it done, get out of there. I just don't feel like I want to see unsolicited penises. Does that work? When that, you know what I mean? I don't want to see your dick unless you're like, hey, do you want to see it? Or like it's purple or something. Then yeah, show it to me. But like, just like, hey man, how you doing? Fuck off. That's so creepy.
It's also just generally, even if it is welcome, not my ideal situation for observing and enjoying genitals. Just being around
piss coming out of
being around a urinal and urinal cakes and splash. Like if a girl goes, "Hey, do you want to see my crotch?" Yeah, and then she goes, "Yeah, watch me go pee." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm still there," but that wasn't ideally what I had in mind.
How about I catch you once you finish up?
Yeah, like it's better than checking her out at the gyno. But
yeah, that's like why I said I would let fucking Jessica Alba give me a...
That's so creepy and wrong that I would be into that.
Oh, I'd still be there.
The
it's just
gyno
not...
strap thing, like, just look at this. I'm like, okay. I'm in though.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice you make. Like when Eva Mendes could give me a poop mohawk.
Yeah.
You get to see stuff, and then fucking turd falls on your head. But
did I tell you guys that because when we made the Pope mobile, I have no use. I don't want to untape it. It was really hard work to get it together. So now I have a Perspex cylinder in my house. Like, thank God I have this movie theater that at one point I was like, I could use this, but the theater, the projector thing broke. So now we have like Katie's little one, and it doesn't really work as good. So it's not. It's one of those things. I guess, you know, if I ever designed a house, I would never have a theater room. It just was in the house when I rented it, and I was like, "Whoa, what can rich people have?" You know, like I always wonder what it'd be like to be a rich person when you have the movie theater. You don't. I don't. Maybe if I had kids that were little and wanted to see Frozen, then fuck yeah, man, that would have been the greatest purchase ever. But
I would use that room.
I can't
endlessly.
get them in there at all, dude. I have never got them all in there for a movie.
You would never find me outside of that room.
Remember
I'd be in the theater.
When we interviewed Patton Oswalt, he was in his home theater. There's a guy who's probably in his home
He's
theater
using it
once a day.
See, maybe Katie, we should look
He must
into
eat so much popcorn.
like what would we need to tune that thing up to the point when we use it, because it is a room that right now it has a cylinder. Oh yeah, getting back to my story, I thought we could do you can do scat and pee videos because it reminds me of the guy that got attacked by the big giant great white that told me that story, and he invented the cylinder to film sharks so that you don't see the cage, so that you can use stuff for jaws and shit. Mm-hmm. So it's like the cylinder. So instead of dodging great whites, it could be great browns. So it could be the great brown cam.
That's how you thought to keep that thing in your house?
I was like, well, what happens if this show doesn't work, dude? You gotta what about if I'm the pee poop cam man? And
I don't think
just
that's
go
where the
over to
big money
all
is.
people's house and I'm like, action! I don't know why I'm doing this with my camera. I don't know what year it is, but fucking look here, see, action, see.
One of those
we've got
huge
sound.
cones, speakers to
Yeah.
adjust
Look here, action, see.
You're wearing the pants that end just below your knee.
All right, start shitting.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
I'm Bugsby Turgsley.
That guy could be huge.
All right, can we get the sound rolling? She's turtle heading over here. Come on. Time is money is poop.
Man, it's a movie that you could star in again, Kevin. I see you there with those pants on.
Yeah. I think I already own those pants. I just need to make a slight altercation to
It's
my
like
ninja pants.
a
And
guy
those
that films pee and poo videos. That's not a script that anyone's. I haven't seen a movie that has that in it.
it's a tough mainstream sell.
Oh, it's not. No, I wasn't trying to mainstream it. I was like Woodsman style.
Got you.
Us. I'm talking about us. I'm not relying on anybody else to come through on the pee poo video guy. I'm saying us.
Man. I'll tell you what, because
we could do funny videos where you do like I reckon we'd have the budget to make a fake anus. So you could have like fake poos come out of a fake anus. So it's not, actual shit videos.
I feel like we've had a lot of ideas for movie follow-ups in the past. And we get the ball rolling sometimes and we get, a decent progress made sometimes on the story structure. But I feel like the biggest issue seems to always be budget. Because we're always talking about like a Frankenstein that butt fucks a vampire that turns into a wolf man. And it's like, all right, now we have to get like...
Yeah, Frankenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, we need like...
Always talking
sets,
about it. Can't stop me.
Sets, special effects, expensive suits and stuff. But if it was just like The Disaster Artist or Ed Wood, like a movie about a filmmaker, you don't need any of that fancy shit. You don't need costumes. All you need is like melted chocolate for the poop.
You could constantly do like the shot of him constructing the most elaborate scat scenes of all time, but you just see him watching it being filmed. That's what they do, in movies when they go, whoa, look at that crazy explosion, because they couldn't afford to show the explosion.
Oh, okay.
You could just have, like, sort of in the movie Orgasmo, there's always, Orgasmo's the South Park guys, and the one guy, it's the Mormon guy that gets into porn. And he plays.
I never saw that.
Oh, you would enjoy Orgasmo.
Yeah, it sounds like I would.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah, you'd really like it. And every time they film a scene, the other South Park guy, the guy with the big crazy hair, is like the dude who's like holding a light or something, and he's just like a huge porn fan that works there. He's like, dude, I'm not gay, but you got a really sweet ass.
Right.
There's always a shot of him watching them make the movie. That's all you need for Bugsby Poopsley.
Man, that's what fucking Rob Garcia said to Brian in Havasu. Like, we're all on the houseboat and. Brian De La Rosa, he's Saxon's guy, big tall Asian guy,
one of the fighters,
with the dragon tattoo on his neck and shit. Fucking gnarly fighter, nicest dude ever. Like really friendly, kind soul. So we're up there on the houseboat talking way after the fact, and Rob's had a couple, and he doesn't say stuff either. So it was just a weird. Even for the lull to go down enough for him to get one up, it was a really weird. A whole group of people go, rah, 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 dude shit. And then it was like, yeah. And then he goes, and he's standing right next to him. And so it's, Brian, I'm not gay or nothing, but you got a really nice ass. And it was just this, then it was a good, there was a good second of like,
yeah.
But the way he said it was as creepy as possible, but also as innocent as possible, because he was so high. He just like looked up to him and said it, and there was like a stall, and then everybody started laughing hysterically. That was a fucking. I hate that you guys didn't go to that. I don't know if you would have enjoyed the top part of it, but that houseboat thing was probably. I'm sober. I've never laughed that hard in my life. Like Dingo became the funny. I've never seen him more funny.
Yeah, the stuff of him trying to jump off the boat and like slipping and busting his ass was
Kicking Eddie. Like when you got these tough guys that are super fit and they're swinging their dicks all day, and Dingo's being, Dingo modest I don't think they know Dingo enough. Like, they know he talks, but they don't know that he's a man of action. and when action called, it didn't even call. They were being pathetic. And then Dingo, because I guess in the video I didn't realize it, but I said kick him, but I didn't mean kick it, like actually boot Eddie in the back off the boat. I meant like, scare him into jumping, because he wouldn't jump. That was what it was. And I remember when Brian jumped, it was like, wow, Brian's fucking edgy. He just jumped off there. And then Dingo just ripping his shit off and falling over. Like I didn't realize how drunk he was until he'd done all three of these things in this 15-second period where I'm like, whoa, dude, you kicked him. Whoa, you fell over. And then immediately he's fighting his hoodie to get it off. Big ass gut coming out. And I'm like, what's going on, Ding? What are you doing? And then him not being able to get on the boat. And I've got the bird's eye view. No one else. I'm over the top just watching these dudes and Dingo trying to put his foot above where his hand is and how it's humanly impossible for him to do that. And then Eddie, who doesn't look like a great swimmer, who's drowned. They're both drowning. So it was this weird thing where the only time, you laugh, you can't talk.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it'd be like a little second of seriousness. I'm like, wait, no, seriously. And then somebody would get him and it'd be okay. Because I thought it just seemed like Dingo was suffering arms, upper body.
And that's if you can't get yourself over the hump, but you're making it even worse trying. Yeah. And you're about to plunge into the dark abyss of Lake Havasu like some princess that allegedly has a plaque somewhere.
But he would have gone down smiling because his whole attitude the whole night was, he's just such a cheer. It made me realize it's a magical man when he's buzzed like that. And I feel like that's a part of the Monster Energy thing where you go, how does he have the job? What is it exactly that he does? One of the things he does is he lights up a room and makes everybody laugh and go, man, did you see Dingo last night? And if you're a guy that's always bringing people to the party and you've got him there and he shows up in the morning, he could be hungover as fuck. Dingo is never a dick.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Never.
Sweetest man.
Yeah. Like he could be 1 hour sleep and it was in a gutter. And if he's conscious, it's not like, fuck off. It's oh, fuck. I'll be right. Like, he's just so positive.
I'll leave it vague.
It's addicting.
Because I don't know if this is like public knowledge or anything, but there's somebody we know who their job was a little dingo-y. Like, Dingo, will get paid to show up to events. Just be Dingo. Because Dingo added to the equation just makes it that much more fun. And if
this is another person similar.
He's a brand ambassador.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And his job in like the 90s was anytime somebody who was like a living legend, like Nirvana was in town, they were like, all right, take these guys out, show them a good time. That's your job description.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, but that means you're very good at going out.
This person was so good at going out, so charming and personable and like fun to be around that it was like, no, you don't even have to like, I don't know, like go do fucking data entry in the office and then wait till somebody shows up. Like, your entire job description is when we have a high profile client in town, you have to make sure that they have the time of their lives. Which
Ricky Rackman.
I'll tell you guys when we get off, but we know this person.
I know a guy who sort of ended up with that job, and he really didn't like it.
Is it a girl?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there goes my theory too. I know.
I'll text you guys. I'll text you if you promise not to say who it is, because I don't want to get us in trouble.
Say.
Okay.
Yeah, airdrop it to me, and I'll send a link to Jason.
And this is
Maybe
just what I
send it
heard.
to Katie first.
This is just what I heard.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Oh, so it's not even true. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Wait. I'm trying to think of who
is it friends with the girl that we think it is?
I don't know who the girl is that you think it is,
Oh,
but
okay.
I just sent you the person.
I don't know why I'm.
Oh, really?
I don't know if this will be a shock.
Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Now
yeah,
you see why I'm keeping it quiet? Yeah.
No, fair enough. You can do it. But I think if I did it, I'd get in trouble.
It's just one of those bears I don't want to poke.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was telling my homies about this too. Like,
it's also a little. Yes, he was doing that, but he's also doing a bunch of other stuff. And when someone has that and the other secret job. Like, he's like a Benji Madden. Like, Benji Madden could take you out and you would fucking never forget it for the rest of your life. But he's got a lot of other shit that makes him way more money, so he doesn't need to get paid to take you out.
Yeah.
But let's say he had that on that was also tied into this same job, same boss. Because I know who you're talking about. Like, he had to help people that was part and parcel. That came with the experience of being involved with that group.
Yeah, from what I heard,
That was a good image.
That was the only job description. The only thing in the job description was you take our high-profile clients out and make sure they have the time of their life.
Schmoozing is a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
fuck
is. It really is. So I've told this story before, but I'll never forget when I worked at Carson Daily, there was this guy. That show was not good, and it was a cash grab for Carson, but Carson still complained all the time about how he didn't like how it was working. So Carson started in radio. He was at K-Rock in LA with Jimmy Kimmel. So he said, there's this guy that used to work on our station, and I want you guys to hire him as a consultant to come in and to tell you guys how you should be doing a show for me. So this guy came in, and this guy was very obnoxious. This is the man who, when I was sitting at a chair, came over to me and just was like, oh, what are you working on?
Yeah.
Put the dick right in the
He
face.
put his foot on the table.
Yeah, like... And he would talk shit about his own daughter to me. Like, he was not my favorite person that I've ever met. But Carson was a valuable property to the company, so everybody humored him. And the vice president of our company, she was a wrecking ball. I loved her. She had to put up with this guy for a week, and I shared a wall with her office. She was fucking laughing her ass off at this guy. Hysterics. Like, I was like, wow, these two they might be hooking up. They love each other. For a week, she laughed so hard at all of his jokes. I heard her walk him to the elevator and go, okay, well, until I see you next time, we'll always have blah, 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 blah. Fucking elevator door closes. She walks over to her assistant who's across from me and goes, I need a drink.
Right.
She fucking hated the guy the whole entire time.
Oh my God.
And you never would have known. And that was one of the reasons why she was the vice president of that. And she was awesome at stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's a real thing. I knew a guy who found himself in really high level art dealing in New York. And he found it sort of soul crushing work, because what he found eventually is that you would get a client. It wasn't so much somebody would say, I want to buy a blah, blah, blah. They would say, oh, I've made a bunch of money on Wall Street, and I'm thinking of getting into art collecting. That's a cool thing you do when you get rich, right? Can you show me some things that are available? I'd like to become more knowledgeable. And so this guy would schmooze clients to try to be people who bought lots of stuff through him. He'd take them out to dinners. He'd get them into shows. He would know how to get into the back room at the blah, blah, blah. And he eventually came to the conclusion that a lot of these guys were dudes who'd spent their youth learning how to get good at something and making a bunch of money, had very poor social skills, and they didn't really even care about the art. They were kind of willing to spend a couple $100,000 on a piece of art to be able to be friends with him and go out to shit. And he felt like he was just this weird sort of friend prostitute.
Yeah.
And he had to get out of it because he was making a lot of money, but he's like, I don't like what I do.
I felt like there's times in my life where I've been around a big dog in the game, and you just watch how people operate around them, and it's blatant, where it's just like, what do you, if you don't have, you have all this, so we do whatever you want. Where do you want to go? What would you do? Just this following of this one person.
Yeah.
Where every discussion, people just go, what? I love that. And I'm like, man, I don't even think he heard what that guy said. He's just hopped up. Those ones are always where you know that person's nowhere near that friendly, and they just did that to that person, but then they will be right next to another person and not do it.
Yeah. And look, we've all laughed a little bit harder at a joke from somebody because we wanted to be in their good graces and stuff, but I can honestly say that it's not a choice. It's just we all are what we are and what we are not. I couldn't be that person. If part of my job was having to be one office over from the person whose ass I needed to kiss 9 to 5 every single day, like it took a lot of energy for this chick to fucking laugh that hard at all these jokes from this guy that she hated, and I hope she was happy.
That sounds exhausting.
She might have been.
I kind of played that game with Scott Greenstein a little bit, I guess. But at one point, like
We
I
all
said,
do it
when
a
I
little
first
bit.
started talking to him, he seemed like kind of a man's man. And I just didn't bullshit with him, you know? I was like, yeah, fucking this or fucking that. And he'd be like, yeah, fucking good one. And never looked at me odd or thought that I spoke you know what I mean, like unprofessionally. Like I never got a look from him, it was always more like two dudes. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't know what all the fucking fuss is about. This dude's fucking mellow as shit. Like, I remember a couple of times seeing the dark side of him when somebody got in trouble accidentally because I said, you know, we're not getting this certain thing on the show. And he's like, what? You're not? And I'm like, no, man, like not one time. Get someone in here. And then someone comes in and he goes, blah, 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 fucking, and then the guy's like, yep, sorry, Jason. And I'm like, oh, man, like, I don't even know. I just said we don't get enough, whatever it was, promos or I can't remember what it was. It was insignificant, but I was like, okay, being on his bad side, I could see that he is very intimidating. But apart from that, he was always like, you know, broing down. He's like, see this text fucking from some other celebrity, like my boy kind of thing. So it was never, because I think there's other people that are bosses there that we're still friends too, but we never talked like that. You know, like I know I love Steve. He's a great guy. Always favor sorry. Hey man, fucking hope you're good. Hope your family's good. Love that guy forever. But the conversations we have, he's a lot more proper.
Yeah.
And we don't have, I could tell, like if we were to go to the bar and have a drink, we would not have as much to buy. Like he would make jokes about my exercising stuff where I'd be like, wow, you really do opposite stuff than me. Isn't that a fun place to live? But Scott always seemed like a guy that was, you know, I did drink with him in places where we were talking. I don't remember what we were talking about because I was fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And he wasn't looking at me like, you know, when you know, because you're extra paranoid, I think you think it's happening and sometimes it's not, where you're like, this guy thinks I'm an idiot. I feel like I'm pretty good at catching that. And he was always, I just don't remember ever going, you know, fuck. And then you know, if you talk to me drunk for half an hour, I'm definitely saying something about somebody's cunt or I came on some, you know what I mean? Like I definitely said a few things in front of him that was dude shit.
Yeah.
You know, not mean, but dude stuff. And I never caught a face where it was like even Dr. Drew, if I told the Dr. Drew a certain way, like I can tell, he's like, good for you, Jason.
All right, this is where I tap out.
Yeah. He's still there, but he's like, oh, but he was more of a dude's dude. So I liked those guys. I feel like maybe they've reminded me of some skateboarders with people that own skateboard companies where they'd be like, I did this, and you know, you get all the money, and you're looking at it in this weird egotistical manner where, you know, he's a businessman. He's been in this before you were born. You're so fucking lucky to be here. Just shut the fuck up. Like counting everybody else's shit. I'm like, what? I don't even know what he does. I hope he makes all the money in the world. He fucking runs the company. Congratulations.
It's got to be a good feeling to be one of those people that like the person I just texted you. Like if you were just like this dude who was just, you are so charming, we're just gonna fucking pay you to be charming with megastars. Like, wow, really? That's what I bring to the table? Fucking. And I know that's not Dingo's sole responsibility.
No, he does a lot of stuff.
Tons of stuff. But also part of it is, dude, you're just so fucking charming. Like, it's a huge help to our brand of you just hanging out with important people and going to parties.
Yeah. You know what I often find, though, and I'm not just saying this to be a contrarian, and I don't find this to be true of Dingo at all, and I know him fairly well. Most of the people who get some fucking magic boost ability power in their life get some weird deficit somewhere else. Like the thing that's really hard for us that comes really easy to them, there's some other thing that comes relatively easy to many other people that they find very difficult.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It just it
like reading.
It just it happened. It happens very, you know, or the, yeah. I don't want to even get into specifics to even allude to people, but yeah, like everybody's got their something.
What's crazy is Ding is always upbeat, but Ding has like dealt with depression and suicide in his life, and his brother and his friends, and like he is around it a lot. So it's even more inspirational how he carries himself, because he is, you know, he's always there for everybody else, and he struggles with it himself.
Yep. Right.
Love that fucker.
Yep. So it's a big day today. I don't know if people are aware there's a couple things happening in the
UFC fights right now, Michael. I missed
right.
most of them because of this
The
fucking...
biggest.
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest card because Connor's on the weekend. Wait, are you saying something
and,
else happened?
And because Kevin and I had our jiu-jitsu match today.
Right,
of course.
and that two big MMA things today. So I got to after this show, I've got to watch ESPN. I hope they have that where you can just watch it from the start. Do you think they have that, Katie, or they do that now? Right?
I would hope so. With
Right,
the
'cause-
fucking early ass
I know.
cards they're doing.
Otherwise, just everybody missed the 9 o'clock card. So you're saying something else happened, Michael?
Yes, Donald Trump pardoned Lil Wayne.
What did Little Wayne do?
Remember there was that weapons charge? Somebody kind of tipped him off, and they checked like he had like a private
Did he
jet.
have him in a van? I mean, in a bus?
No, I think it was in a private jet. I want to
Oh.
say like the jet stopped to refuel or whatever,
Oh,
and they were
shit.
like, "Yeah, he's got stuff in a briefcase," and,
Yeah.
and it was a cool gun. It was like a gold gun. It was an
Yeah.
awesome gun. You could see why he'd get on a plane with it.
Made
It was a
sense.
private jet.
Yeah.
It's Castor Troy's gun.
Ooh.
And I kind of tried to figure out why, and the best answer I've been able to come up with so far is that Deion Sanders, Neon Dion,
Yes.
I guess lobbied the president to do this. Why Deion Sanders had Donald Trump's ear, I'm not clear on.
Did they do the apprentice together?
That's what
or
I tend to
something?
think. It
Right.
doesn't say that in the.
I saw another tidbit of
In the article.
information that could shed more light on this. So I guess one of Trump's lawyers also reps Lil Wayne and Kodak Black, who also got pardoned.
Yeah.
It's very weird for an older Republican guy to suddenly be like, I must free rappers.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to fall into party line, but like apparently their rep is also representing Trump. So he was just like, hey, if you're throwing pardons out, could you get my guys out?
Yeah.
So that might also be why.
It might just be that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole pardon power thing seems kind of antiquated and weird, and
Bizarre.
every side abuses the fuck out of it. You
Yeah,
know, I don't.
it's always
I never-
weird.
I didn't follow it at the time, but
Did Obama do that to a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
people?
Clinton pardoned that guy who was like a corrupt guy who'd given to his campaign. Mark and Denise Rich? I remember that being a kerfluffle at the time with the Rush Limbaughs of the world, and I didn't look into it. I don't care. I still don't care. But I think they're right. It was fucked up. It was well within his rights to do it, and just on your last day on the way out, you can just be like, hey, that piece of shit that helped me out, he's out of jail free because I'm the president.
Yeah, it's kind of why they save it for the last day of their presidency.
Right.
So it's just like, look, I'm just going to put a few selfish acts in here,
Yeah.
and I don't have
He
a career.
pardoned
you could-
himself?
No.
There's some speculation I saw in Drudge Report that maybe there was some
For
secret
his kids?
pardons for himself and his kids,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the official line for now is no, he did not.
Because I did see something that I guess when Reagan was on his way out, he pardoned some people, and they were able to seal a couple of his pardons. So
Does he not tell anybody?
yeah, they do that sometimes with like rulings and judgments and shit, where they'll put like a time lock on it. So like after 3 months, those pardons went public.
Okay.
Which, if you're already on your way out and like you're already like pardoning Lil Wayne because you don't give a fuck, like I don't have to worry about blowback anymore. Like I don't know, who cares?
I just
Let it be
feel
known.
like Little Wayne, maybe that was a bad deal, unnecessary to give him that gun charge. But I got to think that there's so many other people out there that are more deserving. No offense to Little Wayne.
Well, people did get it. I saw that there were a couple of people. There were some people doing life in prison on marijuana charges, and Trump got some of those people out.
That's good.
So that's a good use of the
Why
power.
not
I'd
all
say.
of them?
I don't know.
I guess you have to do it one at a time. You can't just say everybody marijuana, you're out. Doesn't work like
You
that.
would theoretically, I think, you can't pardon a class of people. You would need to have somebody draw up individual paperwork for every single one. Not pardoned was Joe Exotic, who
Oh, he's all bummed about it.
was so sure, supposedly, everyone is reporting that he was going to get a pardon from Donald Trump.
Well, he lives in a false reality, so of course he was so sure. Everything that guy thinks he's so sure of,
Yeah, he had
whether it's real or not.
he had a limo waiting near his prison, waiting outside the front door, waiting for the pardon to come.
That's so sad.
Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
And then
no,
there's
no.
Honestly, he
Nah.
abused so many animals.
Yeah,
And people.
I forgot who the individual was for a second. I just thought if you were getting out and you got a limo out the front of jail and then you didn't get out, that would be sad. But yeah, fuck that guy. Sorry.
Yeah. I always loved in the movie Diggstown, which inspired the fight that you
Yeah.
had. James Woods gets out of jail and he gets into a convertible, and the woman drives the convertible, and then he gets in the driver's seat and she gets in next to him and just immediately puts her head down in his
Nice.
crotch.
BJ's immediately. I mean, if you have the power to have someone pick you up in a convertible that's a hot chick, and BJ's are probably up for grabs.
Oh, there was for sure somebody in that limo waiting to suck Joe Exotic's dick.
Right. Yeah, that's not that hard to imagine.
I get the impression
too.
he really likes getting his dick sucked. That guy.
Yeah, that's always been a weird thing about Joe.
That and his cats.
Old lichen blowjobs Joe, they call him.
Yeah. Can't you call every guy that?
Yes. Yeah. And many women.
Yeah. Not as many. I wonder if they're honest, because I wonder if women don't say that they like blowjobs because they think that makes them hoary. What's that sound?
It's his water bottle.
Wait, even your water bottle cries?
It's fucking insane. It's my first time using this because
Do it again.
my metal one. Remember when I told you guys it got all funky?
You got mold in it.
Because you didn't know you could unscrew it? Yeah.
I can't unscrew it.
No, you can't.
So I was like, fuck
molded
it.
and
I bought
fused.
this thing, and this thing fucking does this.
Oh, no, it won't do it. Chug,
Oh,
chug,
pardon
chug,
me.
chug.
Well, to me, that's just like,
Flipper, what is it? Yeah, were the kids in trouble?
maybe we'll do a poll on Twitter, Gimli or Kevin's water bottle.
I got a fucking water harmonica.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. That, Will could use for a dolphin. That was super dolphin-y.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When you're something really gross, the thing that I use to make green drinks, my NutriBullet or whatever it is, the bit on the bottom that goes into the blender thing and makes it spin around.
Yeah.
Every time I make a drink, some like really thick brown ooze comes out of that.
Oh no.
So it's like the blade part. Something is every time I make a drink, a little bit of the green drink gets forced in under the blade, and that forces this disgusting brown ooze that lives inside.
Where's
the
that
thing.
ooze come out?
It comes out the side that you don't eat, that doesn't touch the food.
Yeah.
But clearly something is forcing it out, which
Yeah.
means that lives in there. And you'd have to think if all of the poop is coming out one end, little particles have to be going up the other way, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. And I've replaced it before. It just seems to be a thing that happens with these. It's so weird
I can
when
see that.
when you lose your job and you're like, hey, the part probably costs like $8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. I mean,
Oh,
in the
dude,
meantime, I mean, obviously,
The
I've done-
greatest news. This is like a gift from the gods. In that exact same thing, I got. In the jet boards that I have, especially when I took Dingo out, the walk. It really can. You can be sore for 2 days from carrying these things to the water because it's kind of far and they're really heavy. And a trolley is just too much. There's like trolleys with sand tires, and I just can't justify it. And I said to Katie, I just wish I could get a check for something for $300, and then I could buy the truck. It's $300. I'm like, I just can't do that. And then what was it? Botanic Tonics got a fucking check, $400. I'm like, I sent an email to Katie. These are all things that I would never do. I sent an email to Katie showing her, and I was like, this could allow me to get that trolley.
Mm-hmm.
And then she didn't respond. And then I just got the trolley anyway because I felt like even when we talk to each other face to face, I'll be like, look, you didn't know that money was coming anywhere. I could have just quick switcheroonie.
Yeah.
So, the man, you need your man to be happy, don't you? I didn't say that.
Look at it
It's
that way.
unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be so sad without a trolley.
You don't want that, do you, baby?
You don't want me to be a sad trolleyless man, do you, Katie?
So Joe Exotic is serving a 22-year prison sentence. I never know how
That means
these
he dies
things-
in there, right? He's pretty old.
I think he's 57.
But he did. Well, you know what? Would he get healthier because he can't? Or can you do meth in jail? That's a stupid question.
I imagine you can.
So he's still doing meth.
Probably not as easily, I would say.
Is it?
I don't know, because I imagine if you have a very heavy meth habit,
Yeah.
you probably need to do a lot of meth all the time. And I don't know. I feel like a drugs going into prison might just be like. Does it seem like it's a regular rotation? Like they have a constant
you don't know
flow, or is
either.
it
I know.
special
I felt like
occasions?
I felt like you could be a junkie in jail.
It was kind of like
I agree with
I
that.
don't
Doesn't
know
a
if this
junkie mean
is-
you have to get it every day?
yes,
Yep.
So
and do a decent amount of it.
the
every
only thing
day,
would
I'd
be is
imagine.
if you don't have the. I feel like if you have money, then you can get it every day. Otherwise, how would you get
He
it?
has as much money as anybody in jail could have because there were all those people after the series came out that were sending him prison credits, right? Like he has like a backlog of like 5,000 bowls of prison ramen.
So then he can totally get meth.
If anybody can, Joe Exotic can. His lawyer, I think, had tweeted on, what's the Wednesday?
Yes.
Last night. We are still waiting on the pardon. This time tomorrow, we're going to be celebrating. We have good reason to believe it will come through. We're confident enough. We already have a limousine parked a half-mile from the prison. We are really in action mode right now. I've got makeup, wardrobe, the whole unit that will come up. The first thing Joe wants to do is get his hair done. He hasn't had his hair done in 2.5 years. That's the first order of business. Then
wants
we'll
his dick
probably go and get some pizzas, steak, maybe a McRib.
Maybe a McBlowjob.
Yeah.
McAnal.
McMeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that means
Maybe shoot some McTigers.
So that means you were going to get out yesterday.
Murder Mick Carol Baskin.
That would be a fucking good idea. So that means he thought he was getting out, and now he still has 20 more years of prison instead.
I don't know how those things ever work, and it never seems like anybody does as much time as they were supposed to. But
Why
yes,
would a lawyer say that you potentially good news that you're going to get out tomorrow?
Well,
and
It's
then
either wishful thinking, or maybe he talked to somebody in the Trump administration who led him to believe that this was in the cards.
Maybe he was talking to a guy that acted like he was in the Trump administration, but he wasn't.
Oh, he got catfished.
Yeah. Because otherwise, how do you not do it? How do you forget about Joe?
yeah, maybe Eric Trump took like a bribe to make him think he was going to get a pardon.
Nice.
That's solid. I can't get mad at that.
Is Eric gay?
Eric Trump?
Yeah.
No, he's married.
Is he gay?
I thought he said that he was gay.
Eric Trump said he was gay.
I thought which is the guy with there's a Trump guy that has like a pretty gay face, bigger lip guy, taller one like not the one with the beard. That's like
are you talking about Steve Mnuchin?
No, I'm talking about
So
Donald
there's
Trump's son.
Yeah, there's the blonde-haired one that doesn't have a beard, and then there's the dark-haired one
the
that has
blonde one
a
with
beard.
no beard.
He's this is
He said in a speech that we support the gay community. I'm a part of it or something.
he clarified.
He did. I remember he was saying the LGBTQ community that I am a part of.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
this
Thank
is
you.
from September 29th, 2020. I'm looking at an article from, it's not Fox News, it looks like a Fox News site. One of President Donald Trump's sons found himself having to clarify comments he made during a Fox News interview, comments that left some wondering if he was announcing he is a member of the LGBTQ community.
Do you think somebody had to explain to him right when it ended? Like, dude, you just said you were gay.
Yep.
He's like,
I
wait, what?
do.
No!
If you're saying that he made an immediate clarification on what he said, because
Okay.
everybody thought it.
No. I understand. It was
Did you
just,
think it was like a trucking union, the
no,
LGBT?
no. It's just taken out of context.
Maybe he said it quickly or something.
So no. So the interviewer was telling him about a woman who had been quoted in a New York Times column, and that woman who was quoted in the Times column is a lesbian. That woman said in the newspaper, being a lesbian who's voting for Trump is like coming out of the closet again. To which the interviewer added, she's in her 50s, she's gay, she said her 401k, her retirement savings, went up with your dad 19.6%, and gas prices are better than they were under Obama. So the interviewer is saying, what do you say when lesbians praise your father? And he says, Eric Trump, I'm telling you, I see it every day. The LGBT community, they are incredible, and you should see how they've come out in full force for my father every single day. I'm part of that community, and we love the man, and thank you for protecting our neighborhoods, and thank you for protecting our cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a gay face, and I'm not trying to say I'm sincere when I say that I believe that he looks like he could be a homosexual. I know that it sounds like I'm making a stab at the guy, but I don't think his brother looks like that. I just think he looks like he's got a gay face. Does that mean?
Nothing would shock me. No.
He has a gayer face than me. That's what I reckon. If you did a thing, like a panel, like on the streets, who's gay to these two faces, he would win.
If you believe that gaydar is a thing, and I think it is.
Yep.
Of course, it's nobody's gaydar is 100% accurate.
That's right, Michael. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to lean. Think about all these other people that you don't see coming. Yeezys and all these guys that are, floating around touching people's doodles.
That's right.
You know, they're all out there. They're Ty guys and all these other guys that are
You think
flirting around with.
you
know,
think Kanye West is straight, and then you find out he's actually made a gay ranch with Jeffree Star in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm. True story. You know why it's a ranch, right?
They can finally be alone.
'Cause they breed.
That's right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because they eat ranch dressing out of each other's butts.
I
No,
thought it was
'cause
because
they fuck horses.
they didn't know what they didn't know what dude ranch is supposed to mean. Let's see. Is there any other? Did you hear about the exploding Gwyneth Paltrow pussy?
No.
Oh, really? Yeah.
One of those little balls?
No, the candles. They're supposed to smell like her vagina.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think, didn't even try to buy one. I think they won it as like a gag gift in some sort of online contest, and they lit it, and it sparked like flames came out like 2 feet high.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any video?
No, I don't believe so.
So what does that mean? Are they suing because it's a candle that did their life flash before their eyes or something? Or what's going on there? Is she in trouble?
No, I don't think anything.
Do you sell more vagina-scented candles because a couple made a big fire go up, or do you sell less?
Well, it did. When I saw that news story, it did remind me, like, oh yeah, I did kind of want to get one of those candles.
Why?
Yeah, it's a fair question, Michael.
I mean, I'm easily duped. I'm easily tricked, and I know that candle is not going to smell like her vagina. But what if it does?
How would you know?
Did you think about buying that, lighting it, and jerking off, smelling it? Stalled enough.
If it was convincing, yeah, I would do that.
There you go.
Oh man.
I agree, Michael. I'm with you. That's usually, I think we're a little bit different when it comes to sex stuff, but I believe that I don't vag candles.
Am I the first human contact you've had since March? Me choking you out?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You get some
Hey,
quarantine.
you got some.
Did you get some quarantine?
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Penis.
Hell yeah.
So how is Jamie Foxx?
Oh.
If
Trying to keep the dream alive.
I was
go ahead.
thinking like you said that they got her this candle as a gag gift.
I think the person won it in an online contest that was like a jokey contest.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like if her friends gave that to her as a gag gift and then they seen the news that it exploded in their face, are they like, man, I can't believe fucking Susan lit it?
No, I don't think anybody thinks it's supposed to be an explosive device. I think it's just supposed to be a candle that smells like vag.
Like if I got you a candle that smelled like it's like this candle smells like John Travolta's dick cheese and like
Oh, and then I light it.
and then like we find out the next day that thing exploded. It'd be like,
oh, you
dude,
fell for it.
That means you've lit it. Why did you?
Wait a minute. If you give me a candle that smells like John Travolta's jizz, you're going to frown upon me for lighting it?
But no, the idea is, why would you actually think there's really a product like that? Obviously, it's a gag. It's like the Alaskan wolf call kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Except that goop is an actual real thing. This is out
So
there.
now all bets are off. If you told me that there was a John Travolta cum candle,
Yeah. I would like that, and it would blow up in my face.
yeah, I would
that would
totally
work.
light that. I'm sorry. I would light that, and I would tell everybody to gather around and tell me if they smell jizz.
But like, okay, so put me in that situation. I'm a straight guy. I live alone. You buy me the Ryan Seacrest sweaty ass crack candle,
Okay?
and you're like, haha, funny gift.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, you guys got me. And then the next day I show up and I look like, Daffy Duck after he lights one of those fake cigarettes, and I just have burn marks all
And
over
you
my
say,
face.
I lit the candle.
You'd be like, yeah, why were you sitting at home alone? And you were like, I want to smell Ryan Seacrest's sweaty ass crack.
As in, you are a gay man, is what you think that you're getting across to us.
Not even that, but like, okay, we're also like silly guys. I'm just assuming this lady is just a straight-laced, regular, run-of-the-mill woman.
I think it's a dude that won it, but he's part of a couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, I can't keep track of all these wrinkles. I'm just saying it would be funny if you got me a gag gift and then you're like, wait, why did you actually try to use that fucking gag gift?
What would be
Really?
the smell of a candle that you would definitely... Because it sounds like you wouldn't light a lot of them. I would light... Anybody gave me an odd candle,
Yeah.
I would light it.
I'll give
just
you
to see what it smelled
This
like.
is not a hypothetical. When White Castle came out with White Castle
I would
scented
smell that.
candles, I bought it. I
Yeah.
lit it. I didn't care for it because it
Yeah.
smelled like a White Castle burger mixed with the disgusting candle.
Right.
But I lit it for
Yep.
sure. Yeah,
But do you like White Castle?
love it.
Well, there you go. You love that.
I wouldn't do a shit candle.
But it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Like I've had what are those jelly beans that taste like a million different
Oh,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
the gross
puke
ones.
ones and stuff.
Yeah,
they
like-
fucking suck.
I don't like puke and I don't like grass, but I
Yeah.
tried the jelly bean because
Grass ones are
let's just see if they did it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't, I wouldn't
mean,
take any
I'm
less
also
of
one of the people that like if somebody says, "Ew, you got to smell this."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh yeah, what's up?"
right.
Is there a poo candle? Because that would be a funny prank to light a poo candle in someone's
Without
house
even looking, I'll say there's 100% a poop
where it
candle.
smells like actual shit.
That would be
There
my
has to
guess.
Yeah, I can't imagine I live in a world where there's a Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candle before there's a poop candle.
Yeah, because that is a fun joke, you know? What's that shit?
Or if you trick them, you put it in like a Yankee Candle bottle, and they think they're getting autumn leaves, and it's poop.
Ooh. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, buy like one of those stupid candles for hippies, but it's an actual full-on turd candle.
You should start Stanky Candle.
We should send those to all the people that we worked with at SiriusXM.
That'll learn
to
'em.
say thank you.
Yeah.
And what they don't know is it wasn't even a nice gift. It was
No.
a poo candle.
This is a no hards feeling candle.
Ooh.
Just to let you know, there's no ill will here. Oh no, it's poop.
Yeah, we just chuck buried you.
And by then it's
Smell
too
my
late.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you say, "That is smell my shit."
I see a body odor scented candle and a burrito scented candle.
Oh,
and
I would do a
poop-shaped
burrito.
one.
I would do a burrito candle. I love burritos.
Monkey farts?
Burritos are so good.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I mean, it's got to be real bad.
Oh, that reminds me.
Good.
Hold on.
Thirsty and I need to pee.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a good show.
Shipabagofdicks.com has prank candles that say they smell like apple pie, and then they smell like dirty fart, sweaty ass crack,
Yeah, there you go. You found it.
and
We
vomit.
should get those for gifts for guests.
Yeah. Take a complimentary apple pie candle, Bert Kreischer.
That is actually my anus sweat. Heinous because they anus.
This is reminding me at @widedog_ on Instagram sent me a ongoing, ever evolving open source database of animals who fart.
Animal farts?
What that means is that some science guy, it's got to be a guy, started listing animals that are either known to fart or definitely known to not fart, and then they invited other scientific people to who specialize in other kinds of animals to chime in and add animals and say, do we know for a fact whether they do or do not, or whether it remains a mystery? And I
Was
don't know.
there surprising stuff on there?
Well, let's find out.
Because I'd like to know if worms fart.
Okay, let me see. Well, I can tell you that spiders are broadly assumed to fart, but it has never actually been proven.
So, I imagine spiders don't have genitals. I feel like they have their
They don't?
web hole, and that kind of is like a one, like an all-servicing hole.
Like a vent on a chicken.
Yeah, so they will shoot webs out of that hole and their pee out of that hole, and they'll poop out of it.
Wait,
And
so
maybe it's
you're-
like a web queef.
You're assuming that... Are you assuming that spiders don't have genitals, or are you saying that?
Assuming.
That's a gigantic assumption.
I make a lot of those.
Kevin assumes that spiders don't have genitals.
Yeah, he's right.
Is anybody basing this on anything?
No.
If I'm wrong, I would love to see a spider's nutsack.
Yeah, no, they don't have them. They don't fuck. Wait, they do fuck, because then the lady's usually bigger and then they eat the little dude. So they do fuck.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to
They
have
don't
something.
have a vagina.
Even if they don't have sex,
They definitely don't have balls. We're the only people that have balls.
that's not true.
Monkeys
Oh,
have
yeah.
balls.
Dogs have balls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but their balls are just shit.
male spiders don't have a penis. All their sex is digital.
What?
After ejaculating onto a tiny piece of webbing, a male sucks his sperm into a chamber. Oh my goodness.
How do you get to call that digital?
Digital means your fingers are your digits.
Ah,
They're finger fuckers.
I thought they were like putting it in the mainframe, Michael.
Yeah, I got you. No, this is not Matrix fucking.
Hacking out a kid.
It's not Matrix fucking. It's finger fucking.
I was like, dang, impressive, Spider-Man.
yeah, I know.
Oh, so they fucking felch ladies.
Yeah. Nice.
After ejaculating onto a tiny piece of webbing, a male sucks his sperm into a chamber at the tip of one of the short limbs on his head. Once he convinces a female to accept him, he'll push that appendage inside her genital opening and hopefully make some babies.
Hell yeah. Get it all up there. Good for you, Spider-Mans. But then also, they usually get eaten, right? Bitch starts eating a guy.
I thought that was the Black Widow. That's why they have that reputation.
Oh.
Like the Black Widow.
I just thought
you
all
made and
female
kill.
spiders ate men spiders. And that they were all bigger.
Maybe.
Female spiders are always bigger than male spiders.
I don't know. Could be.
I'm relieved to know that spiders don't have penises, because, I mean, can you imagine like one of those big fucking furry like camel spider tarantulas just dragging a fucking limp dick on the ground behind it?
I thought you were going to say something way worse.
What do you think he was going to say?
Could you imagine a big giant spider raping you?
Oh,
I would not like that.
that would be horrible.
Yeah. Like, it'd have to be pretty big.
I picture their penises being like, those things that you use to clean out, like pipe cleaners.
Oh yeah.
I just
Right.
always feel
I
like
don't
if a
wanna have sex
spider
with
was
that.
trying to rape me, and even if it's a big one, they just seem like they're made of stuff that breaks easy.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
don't take the bottle out of the... Don't steal your magical audio bottle from the listener.
I didn't want to annoy people. I'll give it a...
God. I'm telling you, man, that's That's
It's
comedy
like our
magic.
mascot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like a
so
turkey.
I have a list of, so far there are 86 creatures that either do or do not fart. For example, wood lice.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like.
Slice.
They excrete ammonia. They fart kitchen cleaner.
Little bits, though.
Of course.
So
They are little bits.
Are they bad for the environment?
Funny you should mention that. Do termites fart? Yes, so much termite farts may be a significant contributor to global climate change.
Do we need termites? Because what do they do to help the world?
I don't think they do anything.
We should kill them.
They just eat our houses.
They
Right, I
might
know.
be. They might have a more of a real use in jungles and forests where they clean out old
okay.
stuff, and I could see them being part of an ecosystem. Less
Is it
so,
Curacao?
less so in my house.
Does that sound like a thing? I think I had to Curacao the house when I used to work. I helped build some houses, and you have to Curacao. You drill you put the cement fucking things in, and then when the wood that's attached to the cement, you have to Curacao all of it and all underneath the house. Otherwise, that's how termites get from the ground up into people's houses and eat the wood.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so this stuff, it's like black stuff that you have to paint depending on how much you budget. You could have a spray gun that has it, or you could paint it on, but it fucking stinks. It's like crazy stenchy stuff, and it gets all over you. But I think I'm saying the name right, Curacao the house is what I would do.
I trust you
Bitch
on
of a
that.
job, but it stops termites. They hate Curacao. I could be making up a word right now. It was a long time ago.
Spotted hyenas
What about
Oh,
them? They
they
don't
fart.
fart or they do fart?
are assumed to,
It's
or
a dog, isn't it?
alleged to have. Yeah, it's a wild dog. To have especially bad farts after eating camel intestines.
Who finds this out?
Scientists. That's the whole point of this. Is somebody made up a huge database of animals, and nobody knows the answer to all of these, but there's somebody who knows the answer to each and every one. If you've studied spotted hyenas for some reason, you may not know if salamanders fart, but you know for sure about hyenas.
So do you hang out with salamanders for long enough to get a fart, and then when they fart, you try to sniff it?
I think it's more that these people are studying them for some other reason,
And then they fart.
Yeah, it's like if some giant or alien was studying us. They're not necessarily here for the farts, but they notice the farts while they're watching us do the more
Right.
important thing. Yeah.
I think they're all perverts.
Well, that goes without saying. Scientists are monsters. Snow leopards,
So cute.
it says here, their floofy bottoms help muffle the sound.
Ha 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 ha! That's adorable.
Yep.
I would love to have a floofy bottom.
Me too.
Be out on a date, she won't even know it.
Snakes are said to have very, very
Stinky, right?
smelly defecation.
Yeah, we
But
know about that.
Have you ever heard an audible fart sound?
No.
Right, so it's kind of an open question as to whether or not they fart.
How can they not fart if you squirt poop out of your bumhole? How is there not a section of air that it releases?
I owned a snake,
Yes.
and I'm pretty sure he farted.
You heard it, or you just smelt it?
You see, my memory is, I want to say I feel like I have a memory of it just farting, but I also feel like I have a clearer picture of it because he sometimes
It
like
has
to go in
to.
his.
If you have a stomach and it goes out and out through your little hole, like there's something that's pushing it out, and there's air that's coming with the poopy, and every now and then it would make a sound or a smell at least. So
When
it's
my
considered
snake
a
was-
fart.
So then, does everything fart? Because everything shits.
Everything that has a well, wait. Do bees eat? Flies eat,
Everything eats something.
but maybe some don't poo. Like, did they just absorb the whole thing? Maybe.
Neither flies
Like,
nor
does a crab poo?
neither flies nor bees are on the list. I saw something about crabs. Let me find that.
Do
again.
amoebas poop?
What's an amoeba? That's like a real little thing, microscopic.
Yeah.
I mean, is it eating?
Yeah, they have to.
I mean, it's got to be. You've got to be really little to hear him fart.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a
It
him.
says soft shell clams. Oh, I don't know what a soft shell clam is. Maybe is that supposed to be crab? I don't know. Don't fart, but they can puke. Sea anemones don't fart, but they have awful burps.
Haha.
One could argue that's their fart.
Salamanders have really bad smelling shit, but they're not known to fart. The rhinoceros iguana has wet sounding farts.
Wait, a rhinoceros iguana.
That's what it's called. A rhinoceros iguana.
Fuck yeah. I reckon rhinoceroses have the best farts.
Probably.
That and effluence.
Rats are said
They
to have worse farts than dogs.
Yeah, well, dog farts are bad, but I don't think they're as bad as horse farts or cat farts.
Cat farts are annoying.
They're bad?
I swear, dude, my
Yeah,
cat
cat shits are bad.
more than one time when I had a cat, and in retrospect, we did not mean to abuse this cat, but we were young and we were bachelors and we didn't take very good care. We didn't clean out his litter box as often as we should have and all that. My cat we'd be sitting there watching TV, me and my roommate, and he would walk over and he would just put his paw on something and knock it off the table, completely intentional, knew exactly what he was doing. And when we would lean in to pick it up, he would have already farted. So we would lean right into his fart. It happened
Whoa.
multiple times.
Yeah, that's because you didn't clean his kitty.
It is.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they know shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
an advanced
do
move.
stuff.
Yeah. Rabbits fart and indeed need to.
They'll explode?
Gas is dangerous in rabbits. It can
So a
cause,
butt plug could be their
Yes.
kryptonite.
That's exactly right. It would cause intestinal stasis when things need to keep moving and they
Dang.
stop, and it will lead to death within a short period of time. Because rabbits shit a lot
No
too.
wonder
right?
they're full of beans, Michael.
Yeah.
Because they really do fly around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
They're
always
pretty
like
magical.
shooting boba out of their ass.
Yes. Yeah, those little pellets. I used to eat them when I was a little boy. Apparently, my mum couldn't stop me.
Probably didn't taste like
I was
boba.
always hunting for rabbit shit. Go me.
Yeah, you're like the Elmer.
Look at me now, Mum.
You're the Elmer Fudd of poop.
Yeah.
It is disputed whether or not parakeets fart.
I'm hunting poopies. Fuck yeah.
Speaking of
I
parakeets,
swear to God. Ladies and gentlemen, chiming in, Kevin's water bottle. Shout out to Kevin's water bottle, sponsored by On It.
Yeah, this thing didn't last long, huh?
It's great. Let's keep it.
is that some delicious liquid death you're enjoying in there?
No, I already killed my liquid death. This is liquid tap water.
Delicious.
We got to get a fridge down here.
Can we get sponsored by tap water?
I didn't even get any water.
I know you didn't.
What the fuck?
I think the dolphin drank it.
So the broad scientific consensus is that parakeets do not fart, but one guy swears his friend's parakeet farted in his face when he was 9 years old.
Yeah, well, once again, they shit, and sometimes they shit and it flies out far. So if you're shooting shit far out of your butthole, there's air in there, man.
Yeah. And what if you have like a wet diarrhea splatter?
And their shit stinks. You ever had a bird shit? Ever smelled bird shit?
Oh, yeah.
It's not good.
I feel like they shit a lot. Like it's one of those things. When I had
Yeah.
two parakeets when I was a kid. It's like if they land on your head, there's a decent chance that when they fly away, they've shit on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
pooped on fucking Gary Busey's head when we were interviewing him.
There
That's
you go.
right.
That's exactly right. Those were the days. Orangutans fart often and have no shame. Not too surprising there. More surprising to me, millipedes have farts of the silent but deadly variety.
That makes sense. They look like they have a bad diet.
I hate fucking
Millipedes?
Oh, you
hate
do?
them.
Well, does
Why?
it make it better or worse to know that their farts are made of methane and hydrogen sulfide?
It's
This
probably
is
very stinky.
It doesn't change my opinion about those guys at all. I feel like some people get creepy crawlies from them, but they don't really have like big stingers or anything. So I'm more worried about scorpions and spiders than millipedes.
Millipedes don't bum me out as much as centipedes do. Centipedes can
What's the
fuck
difference?
right the fuck off.
Why?
Millipedes are usually, they kind of look like a Tootsie Roll with like 1,000 legs just going
Yeah.
straight down, and they're like inchwormy almost.
Yeah.
But the ones that you see in toilets and stuff, like you ever seen those fucking fluttery, long-legged motherfuckers that are sometimes in the urinal?
No.
I despise them.
You've seen them in the urinal?
Can you get a photo up? Would it bother you to search for that?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'll fucking do it. But it's gonna make my skin crawl.
Yeah, a long, like, I don't know which one you're referring to, but I have one in mind that doesn't bother me. I think I've seen them. People have brought them on the show before, but in the urinal, that would bother me.
I mean, I find caterpillars a little off-putting.
Do you?
I think so. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
All right.
Man, you should see a therapist. You flinching that hard from this insect? What about what? So to make you the creepy crawly part, is that what it is?
I hate them.
It's all those legs.
Fucking hate them.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, they don't have stingers, man.
Like, what would happen? We're not going to do this. I'm not planning on doing this. But if you were like strapped to a table and somebody just put one on your chest, like where would you go from there? Would you scream? Would you cry?
Remember when
Would you pass out?
Daniel
Yeah.
Stern in Home Alone sees the tarantula on him and he lets
Yeah.
out that blood-curdling, high-pitched squeal?
You would do that?
Perhaps even higher.
Can we play Fear Factor like you versus me?
My throat would explode from screaming.
Well, maybe get the lettuce out.
I one time
Would turn
that could
the
help.
audio down.
my apartment before I moved to LA was a basement apartment, and one time, you know, they tend to be in like the mustier basementy parts of houses or in the pissers, and I saw one on the wall, and I was paralyzed with fear, and my roommate came home from work, and I was balled up on the couch like this, and he's, "The fuck is wrong with you?" And I pointed to it. I'm like, "That thing," and he was scared of him too, and he was like, "Ah!" But he killed it.
He alphaed that
So
situation.
how old were you when you're just telling the story like you were kids?
No, I was in my mid to late 20s. But they were also in the basement of the house that I grew up in. And I hated them. And I think my uncle one time picked one up and put it down the back of my shirt.
Oh.
What about if we had him strapped to the massage table and we put different creepy crawly things on his bare chest and then we just had him marked up? Would you do that?
I don't want to do that.
We should do that. You know, I talked to somebody recently about having some predators to pat.
It's getting hot in here.
It's supposed to be coming soon. Are you going to faint again? Wait, is the talk of the creepy crawlies making you feel weird?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
It's got my body temperature.
Man, touchy Ballingston, right? Like, holy fucking... So many things can set you off. The creepy crawly thing is that
I
bad.
mean, we touched on my two worst things in life today.
Onions and creepy
Jiu-jitsu?
crawlies.
Onions and creepy crawlies.
Jiu-jitsu, is that on the list as well?
No, I was a karate master when I was a kid.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. What about if you were to have a karate fight with Tully? Do you think you'd do better?
Perhaps.
So if you had, because you have to wear that, I see they have that chest thing, protector thing. They have like a chest thing, and then you wear
the umpire mitt or whatever.
Nah.
the fuck
You type in karate fights. They have it's a padded
I'm very
vest.
excited to Google this.
a padded vest, and then they have headgear, and they spar. They fight. It's karate competitions. You guys have never seen that?
I've been in them.
But you've never seen the thing that I'm referring to, this chest vest?
We did not
Is
have
anybody listening?
pads. I'm seeing like they kind of look like boxing helmets, like the traditional like
It's headgear,
spongy,
yes.
foamy headgear. I'm not seeing any of the chest things. But yeah, I took
But if you had shin pads on, boxing gloves,
these things.
could you
These
guys?
little girls are wearing.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of. Yeah,
That's the only one I've seen on the little girls.
you guys could have a karate fight. That does get a little bit dangerous though.
If
Yeah,
we agreed to like
kicking-
no face shots.
You can't fucking kick each. Okay. I don't want to do it. No, I'll do it.
What?
I'll make a bet that neither one of you can kick somebody in the face.
I think that I can't, and if I stood there and he really got to measure it, he could get his foot up to touch my face.
Oh, because he's got a little bit more flexibility than
I have
you?
a high roundhouse.
Right.
That was
Is
my
there?
trick.
Can you do it in the?
That
Can
was
you
my
do it in
trick.
here?
Yes. Oh, I will
Oh, fuck
gladly.
yeah. All right.
I might have to take my pants off again.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's that kind of day.
It's that kind of day, I guess. All right, so
Yeah.
this is what you are referring to as a roundhouse.
Yeah.
You do roundhouses. You're known for your roundhouses. Yeah?
Let me get a different camera angle, actually.
Yeah,
My
let me
penis is gonna flop around.
No, you're in skivvies. They hold dicks in. That's not.
There's my penis.
You got to go way back. Yeah, way back. Here we go. All right.
All right.
Wait a minute. Are we ready, Katie?
Oh, we're ready.
All right. We're ready for your roundhouse.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're from.
Piss.
Oh,
pretty
that
high,
was.
right?
Do that again because I wasn't sure how high your foot went. That's
My
not a
penis.
roundhouse, but.
Say.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you reach face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a. I don't understand why you think that's a roundhouse.
That's what it was called when I did it, I guess.
Yeah, I always picture roundhouse as being a little
You
bit
go
more of a
round.
Yeah.
Like that's where they got the name from, right? Because you're going around a little bit.
certain roundness.
Seems like he didn't go around at all, Michael. If I was to guess, like it looked like he did a head kick.
See, I call those that you're describing spinny kicks.
That's what they call them down at the strip mall.
Yeah.
I want to Google. Man, I wish I knew how to type shit in. I just want to Google because I don't know the roundhouse. I'm assuming a roundhouse is when you spin around and throw it's like a back kicking. It's like this.
I think I'm picturing what you're about to do.
Like you have to pivot, right? Like spin on your foot.
I mean, I could be wrong. I want to see if there's people that think I'm wrong, but a roundhouse is this. Oh, God.
Oh, I heard something pop.
It does that. But you know what I mean?
I thought that's like that's a spin kick, isn't it?
No.
I just
Or is
looked
it?
up
I mean,
roundhouse.
A spin kick's not really. I don't think a spin kick. is
Okay,
a name
here we go.
For a trick.
Because it was Taekwondo.
This is action. Patreon, man.
I took Taekwondo for 5 years when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and this is. Why do they always have to talk for 15 minutes? It's
Everybody does that,
I
right?
know, it's
Everybody's
so
explain
annoying.
video loves themselves.
See, that's what I just did.
And what they call that?
Roundhouse, Taekwondo roundhouse kick tutorial. See, you lift your knee.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm looking at GIFs of roundhouse kicks, and there are so many different kinds of kicks that are all
Yeah.
being called roundhouses. I fucking hate YouTube for trying to learn things. I hate that the other day I have some ancient dishwasher in my house, and I wanted to clean the filter out, and I couldn't figure out how to get it out. So I'm like, let me look at a video, and the fucking leading video for how to clean the filter in my dishwasher starts with a guy looking at his fucking window going, "Oh, look, it's snowing here
Yeah.
today." How is this better than what we used to have? Fuck the fuck off YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
All of them.
No, they
I
really
fucking-
get hopped up on their own little bullshit.
I'm trying to learn how to do home recording, and every time I can't figure something out, the leading answer is a 23-minute YouTube video.
Yep.
And it's always, okay, so today we're going to be looking at... It's like, no, fucking
Yeah.
question, answer, question, answer.
The
Come
good thing
on.
about YouTube is a lot of times on videos like that, the top comment is like, here, if you want to skip this guy's rambling bullshit, click this, and they give you the time code, and it jumps right to the part where they actually explain what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Garbage.
But yeah, so when I was doing Taekwondo, I was in a tournament, and it was I don't even know what the fuck I was expecting. My mom and I just sort of went in blindly, but they paired me up against some other like 8-year-old, and they're like, "Go!" So I fucking roundhouse kicked him in the chest, and he's like, "Point!" And I was like, "Woohoo!" So like, they put us back. Here you go, and I kicked him in the fucking chest again, and I did that. The first two guys, nobody got a point on me. It was like 1st to 3, and I did the same fucking move 6 times.
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse kick to the chest, and I won. And then they're like, "All right, now you're going into the finals." And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. And some guy, I forget what he did, but it ended up with me falling on my arm and it knocked the wind out of me. Dude got a point, and I got all emotional, and I was like
You almost cried.
I almost cried.
Yeah.
But I composed myself, and then 3 more fucking roundhouse kicks for 3 more points. Yeah, I was up against the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, but I got a big fucking trophy.
If we did a karate fight where you guys are not allowed to kick high, you're not allowed to kick in the head, and it's just scoring points to the body or the legs, that's a karate fight that you guys could have.
So wait, we chop?
What do you mean chop?
Oh, can we do karate chops?
Do karate chops, or is it just?
Oh, with your hands? No, I know. When that's the other thing. There's body punches, not to the face. So it's body punches and kicks from the shoulders down. But in other ones, they allow
But I mean, we're just going for
kicks.
points, right? I'm not trying to knock the wind out of Tully.
I don't see how you could.
I'm not trying to do like a shadow uppercut, like, ooh, kia!
Oh, you
like,
should
it's just,
why can't you try and do a shadow uppercut to his stomach, not his face?
because
right?
that's what. Yeah, I mean, I don't think
if it's body shots, I think it's okay.
when
And I think you should wear boxing gloves though, instead of what they would. Did they even have gloves on?
Yeah, I didn't look like it.
Yeah, you guys should have like big gloves on.
But when I kicked those kids in the chest, it wasn't hard kicks. I wasn't out like trying to like hurt them. It was just to get the point, and it didn't look like they weren't like ow. It was just.
Well, I feel like if I'm Tully, it's sort of like this weekend where you're Dustin Poirier and you just have to sort of survive the quick little flurry
the
at the
initial
start.
onslaught?
Yeah, because this dude's 2 minutes, he's done.
That's what you think the deal is with Poirier?
Yeah.
If Conor doesn't get him early, Conor doesn't get him?
I mean, statistically, that's what it is. That's what it's like. Yeah, Poirier is definitely good in the last rounds. He's got tons of cardio, and he definitely doesn't quit. And Conor does. If Conor gets tired and he gets in trouble, he has quit before. Like he kind of, Nate Diaz got him, and he was easily better than Nate, but he got tired.
Huh?
He couldn't put Nate out. So they're betting on that. Let's say Conor's in better shape than he's ever been in his entire life, and I know that he has been working on that, but he also seems like he's banking on being super explosive. Like, when you check your assets, you check what you're good at, and you got a game plan that suits your shit. Conor McGregor is easily the most explosive dude from welterweight down. Like, he's an athlete of athletes. And yeah, in the first 2 minutes, he can fucking kill you with anything that he throws, and often he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he gets a little bit, like in the second and the third, he's not throwing as hard. He does get tired. And I think it's because he's so big and so explosive. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, yeah, often. I can't think of there was some guy, he's pretty famous, but he's just like got a big right hand. And he just kind of sits there all day trying to throw that right hand. And I remember...
Dan Henderson?
No. He's currently... I think he's even been on the show. I can't think of his name. And they were talking to... This is a clue to Dominic Cruz, who I think trains at the same gym as him. And they were like, when everybody kind of knows that it's all about the right hand, why doesn't he mix up his attack? And Dom said, well... he didn't say it in so many words, but basically without the right hand, this guy is barely in the UFC. His elite thing is the right hand, so his entire world is about just trying to set up that right hand.
Right.
Sometimes that's the way it is. You don't get a 10 out of 10 in every... Sometimes the price you pay for being especially great in one thing is you're a little bit lacking in something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like Habibi is really good at grappling. He's not the greatest boxer, but because grappling is more important in MMA than any other aspect, you can survive and stay undefeated that way because you're usually going to end up next to each other grappling. It's just the way it is. Somebody comes towards you throwing punches. If you can take those first two or slip one or both, well, now you're both standing next to each other and now it's his world. So it's super easy to be involved in grappling. For Conor, he does have really good wrestling and wrestling defense. Like if Dustin tries to take him down, you're not going to take Conor down. He's going to battle it, but that's going to wear him out.
Yeah.
And it's more like in that first 5 minutes, he has all this new shit. He's way bigger than he's ever been at 155. Like he looks fitter, and I believe Dana wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't true, where he thinks that he's super focused.
Uh-huh.
And what he did to Cowboy,
Yeah.
I think he plows him. I think he does what he said he's going to do and finishes him in the first round. But if it goes later, it's almost over for Conor. Like if he gets taken into the 5th round and gets beaten or submitted, or even, I don't know, I guess if they do a split decision, it's still, because Dustin is an awesome fighter, but it doesn't set up the fight for Habibi. Like, this has to be, Conor has to biscuit him. Like, whoop, whoop, whap, and slap him out and be like, what's up, fucking, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe, you get another fight. But if it's like a struggle, because you got to think Habibi beat the fuck out of Dustin. So he has to annihilate Dustin for that to be a question, and he needs that question. He needs that fight.
Yep. Jeremy Stevens, by the way, is who I was trying to think.
Right.
Yep.
Great guy, great fighter. Scary guy.
Terrific. And just a ludicrous right hand.
Yeah. He has a lot of other things.
He does.
But yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much. Do we have time for Craigslist?
Why? Is it over?
No.
Oh.
I got about a half hour left.
Yeah, around there.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. You know me. Nothing can stop me from trolling for dick.
Right. No,
I love
know.
when you come in half-assing your story about how you love dick.
In summary, hates onions, hates millipedes, not a huge jujitsu guy, loves cock.
Yeah. I feel like if I come in too hot every time we do this, people are going to think I'm just overcompensating.
Right.
But yeah, it's my passion.
It's redundant. Yeah.
That and charts.
Yeah.
I can't have charts anymore. Doubling up on the dicks. So I went over to Craigslist and actually decided to start with men seeking women first, because those are always fun.
I love women.
Yeah, they're not bad.
So hot.
This one's pretty simple, but weird. So the subject of this post says delivery guy flashing. And then the post says, watching those videos and looking to play. I'll deliver a pizza or anything to you, and you can flash me. I'll jerk off, too, if you want to watch.
Wait, outside through the window?
Like,
Man, what about my neighbors?
I know, that's exactly what I was picturing. This guy shows up with, like, a pizza in, like, one of those, like, heat sealing things. You have to open up and then take the pizza out, and then just drops his pants and beats off right there on the front porch.
That's insane. At least go
While
around
she
the
has
back
her
or
titties
something.
out.
What about if he's just cut a hole in both the bottom of the box and the pizza, and he's just planning on carrying
so
it?
it looks like he's just really trying to give her a slice?
He opens it, and there's just an erection coming out of the middle of a pizza pie.
And he's like, God, will you eat this quick? It's so hot.
Would you let a girl masturbate out the front of your window?
I don't see why I wouldn't. Oh, because of the neighbors.
Yeah.
She would have to be standing in Poop Slime Alley on a ladder.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that would work.
That's what she's
Romeo.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
She's like half up it, like Captain Morgan,
it would add
bent to the side, showing you.
it would add a touch of class to the place.
Okay.
Arr, it's me, Ellis.
I have a new neighbor.
I
and
would
he's very
be
chill.
into that.
Really?
He lives in my parking space.
If a lady started masturbating on the street right now in front of the house, I would not, and saying my name, I would call the authorities.
Yeah, it sounds great in theory, but like many pornographic scenarios would be probably different in reality.
Yeah.
Right.
If the first time I was home alone with my stepsister,
I knew you were going to do
Yeah.
it. I know.
Yeah.
No, teach your daughter's friend how to have lesbian sex. It's another day.
A lot of tutorials on that online, and they get right to the point.
yeah,
They don't tell you that it's snowing out. This next guy says, any cougar or granny of any race want to make a throat pie?
Oh, wait. Does that mean you're going to gargle the cum out of your mouth?
I
What?
imagine it's basically when you cream pie a vagina, but just a throat. Which sounds violent.
man.
But
how
it has to come back out, though.
How bummed
if it's
would
a
you
cream
be?
pie.
Because I know old people on the internet. They can't save a piece of information digitally. If grandma's interested in this, she's printing it out.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what if you go to your grandma's house and she has Craigslist printouts?
Did she got
of
a
this
throat
nature?
cream pie?
You don't know for sure. You just know that she's been to the site and she
Yeah.
obviously wanted to save that idea for later. So
Or
she just-
maybe
she doesn't know how to mark an email as unread. She
you
prints,
gotta-
dude.
I know you bring up an interesting point. Do you think any of these people are going to understand what a throat cream pie is?
that's exactly what I was gonna say. She might be horny, but doesn't know current terminology, and she sees this and she's like, "Oh, pie."
Yeah, or worse, yeah, she's not horny at all, but she's just very proud of her pies.
Oh, so she just wants to feed him a pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these two are.
This isn't what I was expecting.
That would definitely be a different turn.
So the post says 40-year-old black male with 28 years of bareback throat pie experience.
Oh my god.
Looking for females that are curious and want to work their throat muscles out like a snake.
Yeah.
Any white, black, Latina, Asian, Filipina, Indian, or other ethnicities, welcome to the experience. I'm very private and discreet, so if you're single or in a relationship, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just one-on-one sessions, and if things are great, it could be more than a one-time thing. Must be willing to get your throat stretched from the inside. Oh, he's talking to grannies.
No.
Wait, throat stretch from the inside?
He gets into this. Okay, so if you're an older...
How much is he charging for these lessons?
He doesn't say.
Is he a doctor?
You might have to work this out off the listing. He says if you're an older, mature, black, white, Asian, Latina, Filipina, or any other race, all are welcome. I have a slightly curved, fat mushroom muffin top lollipop tip to help with training.
What? Why does it help with training?
Mushroom muffin top lollipop tip.
He is gross.
He's like the Willy Wonka of fat dicks.
Yeah, I know. It's like Alice in Wonderland style face fucking.
I'm not even sure what kind of shape that is because he just named off so many different things.
It's fat. I know that.
Is it
I'm
little?
guessing. I'm picturing a bigger dick.
Is
And
it short
he
or
says
long?
slightly curved, so a banana.
Yeah.
But I would say his penis is 35% dickhead.
Right. Okay, so he's one of those giant knob people.
Yes.
Yeah. It's got to be
And he
weird
wants to
to be a
plunger you.
giant knob person, right?
And be like pumped on it. I always get like anytime you're
Well, at least
watching
be
a porno
pumped on it.
and the guy has like a weird dick, it's like of all the professions, why did you take your weird dick to porn?
Yeah, I gotta assume when you see guys with weird dicks in porn that their career didn't go that far because there's a lot of those guys in porn, but I don't think like your career is porn and your dick is mangled.
Like boomerang dicks?
I don't think a
what
lot
are
of
you
those
doing?
guys make it.
But
think
I
it's-
do feel like there's a couple of guys who have like abnormally huge ones that aren't the most attractive ones, and they still hang around for a long time because it becomes like somebody's Everest to fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, I fully understand why giant dicks have a longevity
me
in
too.
porn, but it's the weird ones. The
I'm
ones
saying
that are
that
like
I've noticed that a lot of the giant ones are weirder ones.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like
Oh.
I've noticed that. That's what I'm saying. If it's big enough, they'll get over the fact that it's weird.
How weird? Because I feel like a big dick needs to still be. How weird? You talk can't be lumpy and shit.
No, I guess I'm thinking of ones where I'm picturing one where I feel like the head was kind of pointed up rather than pointed. It just wasn't an attractive penis. It was just a big one.
I see this one guy show up from time to time, and it looks like someone fucking slammed the door in his dick.
You know, there's a person
it's like-
in the trans community that has the same thing. Her weenus is snub-nosed.
Yeah,
Which
snub-nosed
is crazy
dicks.
because your dick's already kind of, you know.
It might be from because when we used to have the ladies come on and tell us their secrets, like the pulling your dick back under your taint and sitting on it like
Yeah.
taffy.
Yeah.
That could snub nose it.
Oh, you think that because I feel like some of them might have a twist in it because they always have to twist it a certain way when they put it in there. But I didn't know, and that they push their testicles in.
Yeah.
They hold up, they go up in there, so they're out of the way.
Oh, that sounds painful.
I mean, here's a naive question. If I just corkscrewed my dick and had some implement to keep it like that, and I did that for 10 hours a day for 10 years, does my dick end up kind of screwy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, a little
'Cause
bit.
I remember when I was a little kid, I loved Chevy Chase, and I was always jealous that he had a butt chin. So I used to go in the mirror and like fold a butt chin and
That's
hold
right.
it.
You told me that.
And it
Your own
did.
plastic surgeon.
It did leave like you can't see it now because I got a little bit of hair going, but there is a little bit of a valley there that
You believe you made your own valley by rubbing it.
I would like force it, like
You
push
manipulated your own
and
putty
fucking
face
fold up an
into
ass.
having a Kurt Douglas chin.
Yeah.
Nice.
You mean you got a wrinkle? Because like laugh lines are real. Because I don't see how you could create like extra
Michael's calling bullshit.
fatty deposits there.
I mean, if I could shave this off and show you, but I remember doing like regularly standing in front of the mirror and folding it in.
And it was working.
And there's
Seems
a
like
little
you
bit of
recall
a
that
valley.
you were fixing your face.
I didn't get a butt chin from it, but it did change things a little bit.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
I'm an impressive guy.
You're the first person I've ever known to do plastic surgery without any surgery.
I'm probably the only person in the world who saw a butt chin and I was like, oh, I want that.
I always wanted one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Cary Grant.
I remember one of my friends made fun of me for having a butt chin, and I didn't know I had a butt chin until right there and then, and a couple people laughed, so I assumed it was bad. But then later on, I was like, oh yeah, some people don't all hate it, so you're back in the clear.
Yeah, in the
But I remember
vacation
there was at
movies.
least a year or two there because he just said, whatever, butt chin, and I was like, what? What do you? I'm like, what is a butt chin? And then I'm like, ah, fuck. And then you can't look at yourself in the mirror when you're outside. I was just like, I wonder if he's true. And then I'm like, oh wow, son of a bitch. But mine's a modest one. It's not a.
Yeah.
What's Uriah's thing is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
So
king.
deep.
Yeah. You think if somebody did the opposite, like they were born with a butt chin and they're like, I don't want to be saddled with this.
Or a dick chin.
And they like did the opposite of what I was doing and they fucking like.
I think for sure people that have had butt chins, like ladies and stuff, have had their butt chins removed.
Particularly ladies, because I think it is more of a masculine thing.
I don't know if I've ever seen a lady with a butt chin.
I have.
Hold on, I'll find
She sounds hot.
Yep. I was into him. No, I can't remember a lady that I know that has a butt chin either.
I remember Beverly D'Angelo in the vacation movies. She liked his butt chin.
Isn't there a famous lady?
She would go
Is
like
there
this.
a famous actress that has it?
Boop. She would kiss her finger and boop him on the butt chin.
Christina Hendricks from Mad Men has a butt
Word?
chin. People don't notice it because she has amazing, gigantic, voluptuous breasts, and even if you're not a big boob guy, you like her big boobs.
Huh.
Yeah, she's a marvel.
That is a very, very mild butt chin.
Well, is she a pretty little girl?
I think she might be kind of tall. She strikes
She's
me as
stacked.
a more
She's a thicker gal.
because Mad Men is like 50s, 60s, so she's supposed to be more of a bombshell. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a smoke show.
She does have a butt
like her.
chin.
Yeah, which I honestly never noticed because I it sounds like a stupid guy thing to say because every time she's on screen, I'm looking at her boobs.
Well, I looked at her butt chin and she's still hot as fuck. I don't really feel like it makes girls uglier or prettier. I
No,
just
no.
realized.
Upon learning this new information, that doesn't change my thoughts on her in the slightest.
Sandra Bullock's got a fairly pronounced one.
Okay.
Sandy Bobo.
I can't say that I noticed. It's got nothing on Travolta's.
Sandra Bullock
Yeah.
chin.
Kirk Douglas, of course, had a famous one.
Fuck me.
What?
She does.
She does, right?
It's better
it's-
than Christina Hendricks's
Yep.
is.
But it's not. It's just appropriate. It's not like Uriah's is. It's got a fold in it, dude. There's like fucking clitoris in there.
If you have,
Yeah, he might need one of those like computer air duster cans to like.
At least a Q-tip every day, every couple of days, right? Because shit could get infected.
This
in
is
there.
behind the paywall, right?
Like he hasn't heard a fucking chin joke in his life.
I think if you already have a bit of a masculine face, then it's a really unfortunate thing to have a cleft chin.
Yeah.
Oh, Demi Lovato has a very pronounced
right.
one. Yeah, so it turns out they're a lot more gender neutral.
yeah, and
Everybody's doing it, man. It's the coolest.
And it turns out we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. I mean, look at this chick has not a Uriah Faber. I don't know who she is, but that's a very
That's the best one so far.
pronounced cleft chin for
Yeah.
a woman. And
I've totally come on her chin.
look, if she's
God, I'm gross.
a
Sorry.
to me, I don't think that necessarily makes her more attractive, but I would say if she's a 10, it makes her a 9.98 in my estimation.
Oh, she went down.
A little bit. I don't think the cleft chin necessarily suits this.
Every lady. Good
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
Right. Adele has a crazy one.
Yeah, but she's not that hot.
Especially
In
since
my opinion,
especially
I'm
since
not
she
that
lost.
attracted to her, so I... There you go. That's better.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
She's not my type, Really.
Hey, nobody
And
said you have to be attracted to everybody.
Yeah, and if I was ever into her, it would have been when she was bigger.
Yeah, you don't like her with her
not saying
her new Rasta.
I'm not
looks?
saying I don't not like it. I'm just saying I don't. She's never done any sexual stuff for me.
Have you seen her Rasta shit? She looks.
No. What do you mean Rasta shit?
She went like full blown Rasta, and people got pissed at her.
It was just one thing. She had a haircut one time.
I know.
That's not what she does all day.
She wore like a Rasta
Yeah,
bikini,
I
and
saw
she
that.
had like a little bit of
Yeah, I
Rasta
saw
hair
that.
going, and people were like, "Oh, can't do that."
Wasn't she in fucking Jamaica or something?
She was at some sort of like Jamaican festival.
Yeah,
at
I think she
least.
was doing it.
Yeah, they had her there.
I think she was doing it in support of something.
Yeah.
People really need to draw the line between people
the
who
fuck over
people who
themselves.
do things because they like them and people who
Yeah.
do things because they make fun of them.
Yeah, especially when you... Well, that's the thing. I can see a lot of people just don't understand the difference these days.
Yeah.
Because everything's so blurry. But yeah, I already saw that photo. Yeah, dude, she was there to... Yep.
Yep.
She does not hate Jamaicans.
Yeah, I did not get that impression
Yeah,
from
she
her.
did not wear that to be like, we got to get rid of these people. Am I right?
Yeah.
Look
No,
at this stupid shirt and this stupid haircut.
Classic Adele, like the superstar Adele of those first two records, like she was downright dowdy. She looked like a middle-aged woman.
I'm actually into that.
Yeah, she had a
That
Mrs.
photo you just sent
Doubtfire
me,
thing going
she
on.
looks
Yeah.
pretty hot.
She did.
Oh, you like the Rasta one?
Yeah.
She was like Susan Boyle.
I like the leggings more. She was a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not like... I never analyzed how hideous Susan Boyle is because she's not on my radar of like trying to bone, just like Adele.
Yeah.
I didn't overanalyze her either. It was just sort of like the initial was enough, and I don't need to like analyze her nose or her chin or... I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's that, and then good. The end. And unlike, these other smoking hot chicks where you're, Halle Berry's, where I've gone, oh my God, like, look at her legs, look at her toes, look at her...
Oh, sign me up for a poop mohawk.
Yeah. I wouldn't do...
I meant to ask you about that. So,
you got someone?
Is it Eva Mendes?
Yeah.
That we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. If she wants to poop mohawk you, is it better or worse if her and Jessica Alba want to come by and Alba's gonna poop mohawk Mendes while Mendes poop mohawks you?
How's that even possible?
We're gonna need
She
a
on
lot
a
of
ladder? Yeah.
yeah ladders and
Maybe.
chairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hu-
she's
hu-
on two
human-
ladders
human-
standing over the top.
Some
Human-
This
wedges.
is fucking sketchy. This is a sketchy move for...
Okay. No,
Who's
no.
on top?
No, this can be done. Okay. So
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying...
Kevin's on the. Okay, wait. Now let me think about this for a second.
Am I? No, I have to be sitting up.
Oh, it's easy. Kevin lays on the floor in the living room, and Eva Mendes hangs off of the couch, but protruding so she can poop on him. Alba's sitting on the top of the couch, pooping on Eva Mendes.
Sure. But
yeah.
Okay, sure. So you
Actually,
won't even
no.
really see the poop hit her head.
No, 'cause we would have
You
to-
probably, but you might get to see her disrobe and all that.
For it to really play
But
out
you
like
also
the previous.
hear, you also hear
You're
both
going to
of
see a
them.
cable hit you right in the forehead.
You also hear both of them wipe.
Well, I mean, it's the
Would
price
you
pay.
wipe? You don't wipe in this scenario,
Yeah,
do
go
you?
be a lady.
You guys
Wipe in the
walk
bathroom.
off and go to the bathroom. You don't wipe and drop toilet paper on where you pooped.
No, and for this to work, I don't think I'd be able to see Alba really.
No, I know.
So we would have to, because I would have to like sit on my heels, and then we would have to put the couch on stilts a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because unless
What
it's
would
a
you-
giant fucking couch. 'Cause-
Yeah, he's right. She'd have to be up pretty high because if she's squatted over the couch, she's still as high as the top cushion of the couch.
Yeah, and if I'm leaning backwards, I'm not seeing any of the goodies.
No, you should be on your back, face up, so you can see the shit that hits you right in the face.
Well, no, I have to be like sitting so I can look up and
Nah.
see things.
So
If
she
I'm
can be
laying,
lying.
if I'm laying down, she's gonna poop on my
She's
face.
not pooping on
Yeah,
your face.
that's what I'm saying.
No, you're getting a mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
I would have to
Sorry.
be like this.
And then Eva Mendes is also going to have to get off the couch very gingerly so that she can preserve her very incredibly
Right.
sexy poop mohawk of
Good
her
chance
own.
it's going to roll off the side, Michael.
Oh, I think Alba's like going to alpha both of you. I think she is going to wipe, and I think she's going to be throwing the toilet paper.
What about
at you.
this? What about if she
That's
put
against the
her
rules.
butt up against your butt and tried to poo into your bum hole?
I'm not
Like,
so much
obviously
into
that's
that one.
impossible, but you would just feel the pressure of
Yeah.
a cape trying to get in.
What about if
And I'm not
Eva
seeing
Mendes-
anything.
Eva Mendes was going to poop in Jessica Alba's mouth,
Oh.
Yes. And then she
Jessica
poos
Alba
it
was
out.
going to try to force it out of her mouth
Oh.
into your anus.
Oh, okay. So Jessica Alba takes a cape
Yeah.
into who?
Eva Mendes
Mendes poops
in
into
Alba's
Jessica Alba's mouth. So
Alba,
she goes,
Alba turns
"Whoa,
around.
big cape," and goes over to your bumhole and goes, and just tries to spit as much poopy into your butthole as possible.
You in?
No.
You,
There's not.
you're not.
There's not enough nudity in this scenario.
Wait, they're all naked.
Fully nude.
Everybody's naked.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Rolling around in shit.
It's
Yeah.
really.
No,
gonna
Alba's
stink.
like, well,
Yeah.
she fucking loves it.
Her main thing, she almost comes when she knows she gets some poo in your bumhole.
The one
She's
thing
not
Ryan,
getting any poo in
the
there.
one thing Ryan
She's getting poo in
Gosling
your bumhole.
would
No
never
way.
give her. You are giving to her. She is so hot for you.
Wait, you don't think you could? You don't think that if I had water in my mouth, I couldn't squirt water up Katie's bumhole?
So she now has a mouthful of diarrhea.
Yeah, but whatever, a turd. But then you've got saliva in the turd, and then she goes and like really tries to squirt that into your
I don't
bumhole.
think you can get it. I don't think it'll work.
I think you can.
She's going to get very hot trying.
Yeah, she's
Well-
gonna be really into it.
If they're both naked,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Wow.
Let's see what happens.
All right. All right.
All right.
Look, I'll get to come in here and be like, I saw both of them naked at the same time.
Yeah, he's right.
Nobody on earth has seen that.
I don't know about that.
Sure, there was some dukes going on, but
You
I
could say
fucking washed it off.
I don't think anybody's seen them two shit.
No.
So you could say that you saw something that nobody's seen.
They both seem to be very monogamous people. Like Jessica Alba's been married for a while. Eva Mendes always seems to be in a relationship. So I don't think there's even like the biggest swinging dick, most handsome dude in the world ever got to a point where he's like, yeah, I just had myself a fucking Alba Mendes three-way last night. Like nobody's seen them both naked at the same time.
Maybe they have.
Or
you don't know
smelled
that.
both of their poop at the same time.
That's when they haven't. For sure.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to be going to. I'm going to not brag about that part.
Which
Okay.
you will remember. Your heart
You'll
will
never.
go on.
Yeah, you will never forget that part. Ever.
Do you want to talk to more perverts?
Yeah.
This is one of those like romance novel guys that thinks he's being super sexy.
Oh, yeah. These guys
God.
always get laid.
Yeah.
Puke on my own dick.
So the subject of this one says, well educated, fit, and I don't just lick around the edges. So
Look at that.
Tongue fucker.
you click the post and he says, dear miss, I love to please, and I'm looking for a lady who can't get enough of receiving my pet passion, oral. I'm a giver and can't get oral out of my head. And know that once we meet, you won't be able to get mine off yours. Below is wordy, but expresses my desire to build your desire. To release after release. I don't even know what the fuck this guy's talking about.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Ever since my first experience, I've found nothing more satisfying sexually than the feeling of a woman's clit swelling up in my mouth, pinched between my lips, tasting your wetness, swallowing and spitting to keep just the right balance of firm and wet is meditative bliss for me and orgasmic for you. Why is this? I love to teach and please. When I am going down on a woman, I feel like we are connected, and I am focused only on your journey. I found
man.
connections I couldn't imagine between your breasts, your neck, inner thigh, and clit. With one hand with one hand on your stomach and another on your butt, I can feel every twitch that urges me to delve deeper than ever before.
Mate, took a look at me vag.
What a dickhead.
Do you think if we
You like that guy, Kevin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're a fan.
What a jerk off.
had
I'm sweating.
if
Does
we had
that work? Did you think that worked?
no
Katie,
No,
does that work?
Absolutely not.
no that
Maybe
guy
the
just-
grannies that wanted pie.
Right.
they're in the wrong part of town
Yeah.
when they're on this site. No, this is another guy who likes jerking off while he writes that and thinking that some lady might
There you
actually
go.
read it. I think. Do you think if we saw photos of 3 random dudes and one of them was the dude that we'd be able to guess who he was?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Okay.
looks like Rick Moranis.
I'm guessing somebody who wears like John Lennon glasses, but not John Lennon looking, just those circular wire, like
Yep.
like a 1940s doctor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. This one
Do
says.
you think there'd be a way where if you put a tube in your butt and then you put another tube in someone else's butt and you both shit, you could have like a shit fight?
Battle shits.
Yeah, like see which shit goes where. Like
think-
you'd see the different. You know what I mean? Them both have like maybe a like some sort of device in the middle of the tube,
Like a ball that's right in the center.
Yeah, so you see it moving.
a little bell, so when the first
Probably.
turd hits it, it dings.
Yeah, maybe.
Wouldn't there be air in there, though? Wouldn't you have to get all the air out first?
You would have
Otherwise
to
you're-
poop in it and
you're
then
pushing the
propel
air
the
around.
rest by farts.
Oh,
That saying if the poop doesn't immediately just spill out over the edges of the tube to begin with and not even go inside it.
well, you'd have to put the tube up your butt.
That'd be a big tube, right?
No,
Like a fat tube?
why'd it have to be fat?
Because I
If
feel
you
like
had a
it's-
small tube in your ass and you just shit down that tube, and then there was another shit coming the other way, whoever's shit came out faster and harder would be the winner, right? Or no?
No, because it's also like compressed air too. So if this tube is essentially plugged and airtight now,
Yeah.
and then you have two objects moving in, all
Yeah.
that air that's trapped in there, it takes a lot
the
of
air in
pressure.
the middle will be pushing the poos away from each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How do magnets work?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Science.
Shit. Well, I guess that contest is off the list until I figure out how to get that oxygen out.
Yeah, I guess Tully and I are back to doing karate.
What about a hole
Yeah.
in the tube?
Yeah, I think that would work fine.
Yep.
You might want to stick your thumb over it when the poop gets close, or else you're gonna lose some of that precious poop.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like the celebration. Like whoever's poo goes out the top of the hole is the winner.
Winner, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whale spout.
POOP stands for pushing out old produce.
What a fucking blessed man.
Right? You think you could ever surf?
Me?
At some point.
No.
Nolte?
Yeah.
At some point, I think so, yeah.
Busey,
Not anymore.
I mean. Not
Oh,
Nolte.
yeah, no, you're right. Before the motorcycle accident.
Yeah. Before I feel like before the motorcycle crash, he was unstoppable.
Do you think you could surf?
No. With time, but granted, my body, no. And before you jump on and say I'm being self-deprecating, I don't think I'm built to spend that much time in the sun. Even with sunscreen and shit, I don't know, I just don't think it's.
With the wetsuit on.
Yeah, but then I'm a fucking chode who's always in the wetsuit.
I got a wetsuit on.
Yeah, but I
You're
mean,
talking to that chode. You're
But
gonna
like-
you're gonna poop in that chode's wetsuit.
if you were
Man,
like,
so many people DM me about Dingo's piss wetsuit. They wanted it. It's a hot item.
if you were like
Was
at
for a
the
minute.
skill level you wanted to be
Nice.
in surfing, and you went to like on a vacation to Hawaii,
Yeah.
you're not going to be the only one out there in a wetsuit, are you? You're just going to be fucking hanging 10.
If I had a skin complexion where I could get like sick from it, yeah, I would totally wear a wetsuit. Dude, you're talking to a guy that rolled into the bowl the other day with a fucking GoPro strapped around his head. Because I wanted to get a video of me doing a grind. I didn't want to ask anybody to video me doing a grind. And I was like, I don't give a fuck what someone
I
looks
don't feel like that's bad.
It's bad. You look like a miner. But when you're looking like a coal
Yeah, but that
miner,
footage was cool. I watched
Yep.
it on your Instagram.
that's why I agreed that it was okay. But I do, when a guy came over and recognized me, I was like, oh man.
Oh, you
He just saw
be a
me do
miner.
grind. Yeah, he just saw me skating with a fucking GoPro on my forehead. Even Dingo was embarrassed when I went to the beach with him and I put that thing on. He was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Getting video of you jet surfing. I don't know how else to do it. I'm not gonna hold it. I'm gonna drop the fucking thing." Even though I dropped it twice, it came off my head. I fell off and it came off, and I'm like, "Oh." And I looked around underwater and saw it and got it, like as it was going down to the bottom.
Nice.
Not even getting water now. over
We are nearing the end of the rainbow. If anybody wants to give us a Zoom call, we can do Zoom final calls.
Yep.
And
All right.
that bill just doesn't show up, huh?
The bill.
The scorpion.
Oh, well, we'll have to. Bill might come next week.
Yep.
He's got people to talk to.
Maybe
Right.
today was a bit of a bummer for him. Maybe Bill was expecting some action today that didn't come.
I definitely would. Yep.
Yeah.
You're
He's
probably
in,
right.
He's in mourning.
Right.
He
Right.
probably doesn't want to talk to anybody
Feels-
right now.
He's been misled by certain segments of the internet.
Would it help if I read another pervert while you get people lined up, Katie?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm just starting a Zoom right now.
Oh, okay. This one says golden shower play and more.
I could sell him my Perspex thing.
Yeah. He's a buyer.
Yeah.
He says, yes, title says it all. Golden shower play and more. Hot, wet, dirty, amazing sexual fun. Front door and back door love. Love, hot, amazing, wild foreplay.
Wait, I'm not
Love
clear.
hot.
When he says
That's awesome.
golden shower and more, and then he talks about front door and back door, is he saying I'm going to pee on you and then fuck your vagina and your butt, or is he saying I will also poop on you?
It's I could see it going either way, 50-50.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Uh-huh.
So he goes on and says, I'm in a sexless, boring, open relationship / marriage. Wife isn't into all the crazy stuff and is letting me find one safe play partner to fill my dirty side. 37, clean, COVID-free, amazing pleaser. You must be STD and COVID-free. This is where he loses me. Be able to host or love car play or outdoor play.
Mm-hmm.
Hairy bush would be amazing, but shaven or waxed is fine. So, in theory, you could reply to this guy and piss on him in his car?
No, he'll piss on you in your car.
The fuck?
Yeah.
He needs you to host, right?
Yeah.
He's peeing on you in your car.
Well, maybe since he's married and in a relationship,
Maybe
he
he
can't
has a
piss on
car.
people there, but
Yeah, he
we can
definitely-
take the car out and I'll
yeah.
piss on you there.
That's what it means. Yeah. Yeah. He can't host.
Why would he get pissed all over his own car?
So he'll drive you somewhere, and then you guys will get out of the car.
Yeah. You
and
probably
then
get out
he'll
of the
pee.
car and he pisses on your
Oh,
face.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
piss on you in the parking lot of a Denny's.
Hot ticket though, right? Go for a drive with this loser and then go to a park somewhere where he pisses on your face and
Yeah.
everyone
Now
wins.
clean yourself up.
Yeah.
I'll piss on your hairy bush in this alley.
Yeah, you grow your bush out extra hairy so you can get pissed on. What a winner of a day.
Oh, man.
Each to their own, you know?
Yeah.
Some people like that.
They
Do we have any Zoom people yet?
Yes. Would you like to speak to Milo Sanchez?
Milo Sanchez. What's up, Milo Sanchez?
Adding him into the Zoom room.
Milo
And Otis?
Sanchez. Well, if anybody could zooms in, don't tell me who won the fight. I don't want to know. I got to watch it after this.
Did you call it Kazoom?
Did I?
Yeah.
They should change it to Kazoom. That's a catchier name. Catchier.
We should launch Kazoom and make it 1 penny cheaper than Zoom is.
Sick.
Drink their milkshake.
I'm going to make so much money once again. Just like the pie idea.
I don't know if Milo is going to show up.
Milo doesn't want to talk. Well,
There we go.
Typical Milo.
More like Bilo.
what's up, dude? Is that a wolf knife bandana? Yes, it is. What's up, dude?
I feel like Milo's taking us somewhere to kill us.
Yeah. You gotta,
I feel like I know what it feels like to be Milo's dick.
you gotta unmute it. You're on mute.
And loving it.
Oh, Milo.
Yes, we cannot hear Milo.
He's.
Oh, man.
Isn't it fun to watch Milo look at himself?
He looks like a happy guy.
Ah!
Oh,
He pressed the wrong button.
come back to me, Milo.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey. What an
Audio.
adventure. Try saying a word.
We can't hear you. Yeah, talk.
No.
Nope.
Nah. Can't hear you.
Well,
Yeah. All right.
Next time, Milo.
That was an exciting call.
let's try Blaine.
I got a good feeling about Blaine.
There you go.
Blaine?
Talk to me. Speak to me, Blaine.
Blaine, are you there?
Do you know magic? He looks frightened.
He left.
Oh, man.
Bye,
It looked
Blaine.
cold where Blaine was. Well, Blaine's back. Blaine, are you there? Audio. Blaine.
No.
We got no audio.
Blaine's got a plan.
Uh-oh, he's reaching for something.
Oh, earbuds.
Putting
he's
the
got
earbuds
buds.
in.
Yep.
Shit, this guy's going to do something. I feel good about it. Earplugs, audio. He's gonna, no, you
No.
can't hear it.
Oh, it says that it's connecting.
Oh, man.
Well,
No.
son of a bitch.
Doesn't seem like it's gonna work for us today.
Yeah. Do you see the baseball player who has a monkey tail beard?
What's a monkey tail? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so nasty. Like some sort of dirty beard that curls at the end.
So it means you
There
have.
we go.
Hey!
Whoa! B-Lane.
Sorry. That was like probably the dumbest fucking things I've ever done.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Like
You got
daily.
further than the last guy.
Yep. What was the button
what?
that you pressed that solved that puzzle?
I had to hook up my Bluetooth headset to my ear, and then it said join audio in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go to join audio. Then I had to sit there and accept it and allow it. Then it had to sit there and unmute it. It was freaking stupid.
Let
Oh,
that be a
goodness.
lesson to everybody else out there. Do that.
Yeah. We can all learn a lot from Blaine. Blaine, where are you calling us from? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just outside of Pittsburgh, PA.
Steelers,
Yes.
Pirates.
Steelers.
just to name a few.
Steelers.
There it is,
From Three Rivers
Steelers.
Stadium.
Yep.
Go
he's
Sports.
He's got a chair from Three Rivers Stadium.
Yeah, it's a seat back from the stadium before they tore it down, signed by Hall of Famer Jack Lambert.
Oh, wow. He was a son of a bitch. He was missing teeth, right?
Oh yeah,
That was when
one
men
of
were
the
men.
nicest guys on the field too.
So what's going on? What are all those patches? Are you in a gang?
Oh, this no auto technician.
Auto
It's
technician.
Still work. Yeah, I work on cars. I'm an Alpha technician. I work on Alfa Romeos.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's pretty nice.
Fixing up James Bond's car.
How many Alfa
No,
Romeos?
that's Aston Martin.
That's right. How many Alfa Romeos would you say are on the road in that Three Rivers area?
Quite a few
Oh, okay. Because how often do you see an Alfa Romeo?
every day.
Well, obviously you do. Yeah.
I worked on 6 today.
Wow.
Different issues, regular oil changes, engine replacements, transmission issues, whatever needs to come out comes out.
Do you own one yourself?
No, I can't afford them.
Did you ever Ferris Bueller in one?
Constantly.
Yeah. Right. There you go. Cool.
So did you have to
But, I
earn
mean,
any of
usually
those?
I have their permission.
Did you have to earn any of those badges? Like you fix 1 million mufflers and then you get like a special patch? It's like a Will Pendarvis type thing? Oh,
Master technician from Mopar.
nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're legit.
Yeah.
That's
Does
awesome.
does that get you any pussy?
No, I'm married 20 years.
20 years? How old are you? You look like you're fucking 25.
I'm 40.
Wow.
Wow.
He looks young,
Good for
right?
you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Hey. Check you out.
Hey, I loved your Friday the 13th mask in the background over there, so I figured you'd like this. Stupid lamp.
Oh, snowboard with eyeballs coming out of a Jason mask. Is that like a snowboard?
That's a knife, actually.
Oh, wait. Is it a wrench?
Nah, it's a knife. It's
No,
from part 4.
Yeah, that's an iconic Jason image right there.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the part 4 main poster until it was deemed to be too violent and banned from movie theaters before it was released in movie theaters.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
That's like the original cover image for Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Do you remember that?
What? No.
Dude, it's like a robot raping a chick.
Yeah.
What?
It's on the
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
It's on the
Yeah.
inside of the
oh,
album.
yeah.
That was supposed to be the cover.
He was angry back then.
That was
huh?
fucking wild. Yeah. Yeah.
Then you got the Beatles album, the Dead Baby album. They put sticker over that one.
I think I
What?
missed that one.
Yeah, me too.
What do you mean?
Look up. So the Beatles did an album cover of them holding a bunch of dolls that looked like it was a butcher cover. It looks like just baby doll parts just butchered up, and they ended up putting a giant sticker over the album cover and selling them that way.
And then Cannibal Corpse jumped on that idea like 20 years later.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They really
You
did
can
that.
still buy those albums, and they still have the original sticker on. Some people actually removed that sticker, and the original art is still on it.
And then there's is it America? Who's the band? Traffic that had the picture of like a 14-year-old naked chick on the cover of their album.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. It's like a famous band.
Yeah.
I think Stevie Winwood
Yeah,
was in that band.
yeah, she was like 14.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Christ.
and it's like on a field of like green, like she's in the a pasture.
Yeah, right.
I
Yep.
thought you were talking about the one who has like pussy hair coming out of her bikini.
That's the Black Crows.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm pretty sure that chick was legal. With that kind of bush, I'm pretty sure
No,
that chick was a woman.
Before you went to like an underage chick, I thought the album cover you were about to bring up. Oh, what about that one with the pussy hair sticking out?
No.
You know, a cool album cover would be a girl's crotch with ludicrous amounts of pussy hair coming out of the sides of a bikini.
Like Demi Moore style?
I remember one time in Tavarua, this girl who's a famous actress, not that famous, and was somebody I don't know, but she was cool enough to be at that Tavarua Nixon thing, and she played a joke on the guys around the pool, and I was a part of it, where she just stands in front of you for a while, and she had a bunch of stuff that looked like pubes in her bikini, so it was like coming out of the sides, crazy amounts. And she would just stand next to somebody and talk to one of her girlfriends until you caught wind of it. The first time I saw it, I was like, what? And because her thing was, some of us would see it and look away and go, wait, I didn't, and then you'd have a double take, and then they go, like, you fucking checked out my snatch, and I'm like, I did not do that, but it would have been a good photo for, because it's funny and it's not vulgar, right? Isn't it? If it's fake hair.
I remember
It's like a pussy joke.
I remember that Black Crows album. Is it Amorica, maybe? I remember thinking that was a chick with like an insane amount of vagina hair.
You don't think it was real? Or you do?
No, I think it was. Looking back at it, I think it's because we were so in like the Jenna Jameson era of girls having little to no pubic hair
Oh, okay.
that it was ample pubic hair, but it wasn't crazy. It was just crazy for what 16-year-old me was used to.
Oh.
You know?
There were a lot of album covers that had naked women on it. I mean, you sit there, pretty much almost every single one of the Dwarves album covers have a naked chick on it.
That's true. Shout out to the Dwarves. Solid band. I'm actually not joking.
Yeah, I believe you.
That's freaking awesome.
I saw them once on acid, and the acid was kicking in way too much. And I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear the music. It just made it weird. It just was going woo, woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo. I didn't hear any music, so I can't tell you if I liked them.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, that's what I was catching.
Yep.
Anyway, dude, have a good rest of your day. Don't tell. Are you
as
gonna
well.
watch the fights? Did you see the fights?
This weekend, the Conor McGregor one, I already ordered it. I'm gonna watch it.
All right. Well, there's one on right now too.
Which one's on now?
UFC, Abu Dhabi, ESPN.
All right, I'll turn that on.
All right.
That's a good idea.
All right. Have a good night, mate.
Later, dude.
Have
See
a
ya.
good night.
Bye,
Thanks
Blaine.
again, guys. I just wanted to sit there and say thank you for all you guys doing all this. This is freaking awesome.
Thank you for being a part of this thing to help us keep going with our job, dude.
Yeah.
We
Seriously.
appreciate you.
Right.
Yep.
I've sat there. I've messaged Tully before, and as soon as your guys' Patreons came up, I was right there onto it, and just awesome. Love
Fuck yeah.
all the content. Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
mate.
dude.
Take care, buddy.
See ya. Very, very lucky to have support like that.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
My goodness. Yep.
I mean, he could probably fix a lot of stuff. He could probably change a tire. He'd probably do a bunch of stuff we can't do very well,
Yeah, he could fix my Afro Romeo.
right?
No doubt about it.
But if he can fix that, he could probably fix a lot of other shit. You
I would
know?
imagine so.
Maybe he could get the lettuce out of my throat.
Maybe.
If anyone could, it would be him. Or that guy that has the really large knob penis, because I feel like if he fucking choked you on it and then sucked it back out, maybe the lettuce had come with it, sort of like a plunger, if you
Yeah,
will.
maybe if he expanded you from the inside.
Or maybe he'll shove it down even further and make it worse.
Possible.
Maybe he'll get stuck in your neck, and then you'll be known as one power couple for the rest of your life.
Kevin, this guy's been doing this for 28 years. Give him a little respect.
Every time he pees into you, and you pee out your butt.
Oh, I'm a human pistipede?
Yeah, you're a pistipede.
I hate that.
You're a pistopedian. Are you happy?
I don't like centipedes.
I hope you're happy. Look, we've learned, we've done things, and yes,
We've laughed, we've cried, we've choked.
it's been great.
I died.
We cried. We didn't cry. Oh, we did. No, that was before. You didn't cry.
I tried
You got
to cry.
close, but you didn't really do it.
Yeah.
No, I died.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, and you died, and we got fired as well. That's true. Thanks everybody. See you next week. I will be back here live tomorrow night and Friday night doing my whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing up here. That's it, right? We're good?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So
right.
good.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Tell your friends. enjoy the podcast that we just dropped as well. That'd be a big one to like and subscribe and tell everybody about, because Brendan Sharp's on it, and I think it's a good look for us. It's a good episode.
Yeah.
You're particularly funny, dude. Thank you for doing that.
The
Very
Pope
good job.
made
Yes.
made an appearance.
I love the Pope.
That's a big get.
Never thought I'd say that, but I love him. All right, thanks everybody. Don't die.
Bing boing poing 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 poing
Boing, 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 meow, 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 boing, 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 meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Big fat boy.
Fucking big fat fucking bing boing fucking
Bing boing poing.
big fat fucking